This podcast is created for adult audiences only and contains content that may be alarming to some viewers. Listener discretion is advised. Any badass views or opinions about to hear are those of the hosts and do not represent those of the people, institutions, or organizations that the podcast may or may not be associated with. So just don't be a dick. You know what you're getting yourself into.
That gets me pumped.
Gets you pumped up.
Me pumped.
Girls Gone Weird.
Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Hello.
You know what I just did there? That is completely the opening to Dax Shepard's Armchair Expert podcast.
Oh, is it?
He goes, welcome, welcome, welcome. I always want to do it though. Why does he have to say it? I can say 3 welcomes in a lower voice.
He hasn't trademarked it.
Right?
Watch, he's going to sue us. He's like one of our top listeners. We didn't know.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. You're listening to Girls Gone Weird, not Armchair Expert. I do like that podcast though.
I
It's
do.
fun.
I've never watched a whole one or like listened to a whole one, but I've seen clips and I like the clips. So I'll say I like it.
They're good. I've watched a couple of them. There's one that I watched. We may have talked about it. I feel like I say that all the time. Like, don't stop me if we've talked about this on podcast. We've talked about our whole fucking lives. There's a episode where it was a Without a Paddle reunion. Did you ever see that movie, Without a Paddle?
Yep. Forever ago. It's been
Yeah.
forever.
So it was my boo, Matthew Lillard,
Mhm.
Seth Green.
Had a lot of your boos in there.
Yeah. Dax Shepard. And who else? Who am I missing? Anyway, I fucking loved that movie back in wherever it was. How long ago? Without a Paddle was 2004. Yeah, it's just those 3. So anyway, the cast reunited for the episode, and it was really funny. It was a good episode.
I haven't watched it, but yes, I've seen the thumbnail for it. So
Yeah, you should. It's good. I think I listened to it when I went on a long pickup one day, and I enjoyed it so much. I went home and watched the episode. So I already listened to it, and then I went and I wanted to
I've
watch
totally
it.
done that with certain things.
Yeah.
It's so
well, they have
good.
such a good like rapport with each other. I was like, I gotta see this.
Seth Green was someone I had the hugest crush on and during the time of Austin Powers, which I was like obsessed with in like
Yeah.
4th and 5th grade,
Yeah.
like when they first came out.
Uh-huh.
I thought he was so hot when I was like 4th, 5th grade. Especially when he got all gothy in like the second movie. Little me, I was like, oh my God, he's so cute.
Seth Green. Yeah.
I love a redhead. I love a redhead man.
I
I
mean,
do.
you've got to make it to the Buffy the Vampire seasons where he's in it.
He's in it.
It's so good. He plays a character named Oz, and I won't spoil anything, but he's great. He's a great addition to the cast.
Oh, he probably is.
He is.
Because he's
Speaking
my
of,
5th
I'm
grade
wearing my
crush.
Sunnydale high school sweater.
I know that I
How
almost bought her
coincidental.
for Christmas, and I'm so happy I didn't.
It's really
It is super
cozy.
cute.
It matches my eyeballs.
I would have no idea what this is if
Sunnydale.
it wasn't for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've worn it out before, and people that don't know what Buffy the Vampire Slayer is and the reference, they're like, oh, you graduated in 99? I'm like, no, I was 10 in 99.
Yeah.
This is from Buffy. But okay. Because it looks like a real high school track, like
It
sweatshirt.
totally does. Yeah.
Mhm.
Like I said, I'd have no idea if it wasn't for you.
It's the fucking best. I love Buffy. And they started recording a new season.
Really?
Yes.
Original cast?
Partially.
Okay.
Sarah
that's
Michelle Gellar
fine.
is going to be in it. But there's a new Slayer. So she's probably going to be like a mentor to this newer Slayer.
So do the Slayers, I understand like how you become a Slayer. Are you just a Slayer forever, or like you just have those skills, but like at a certain time, like a young buck has to come up and keep the gates of hell or whatever like protected?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. And technically you, once you die, a new Slayer is born. Oh God, I can't
But
spoil
Sarah-
anything. I was going to say there are certain.
No, you can. It's fine.
Well,
Sarah
other
Sarah
people-
Michelle, I mean, does she just suck so bad as a Slayer? They're like, I know you haven't died yet, but like, you're now a part-time cast member. Get the fuck out. We need a hot young thing in here.
It's such a huge plot point how there can become more Slayers too, and I don't want to ruin it because I'm forcing you to watch this.
No, you're
in
not.
whole.
I probably will never watch all this.
I'm gonna make you. We're gonna snuggle
Okay.
in bed every day. and
Every
watch
day.
it.
We have to watch so much.
Every day.
This is why
We have
it's
our whole
so
lives.
much.
We have our whole lives now. We're neighbors.
That's true. I'm like, there's so many other shows. Buffy, there's so much commitment. Like, there's so much of a commitment.
There is. But once you're in it, you're like, wish there was more,
Yeah.
you know? It's one of
I
those.
haven't yet. Are we? I'm like on the 3rd episode.
You're not far in.
Yeah,
And
and that's taken me how many years to get to like episode 3?
I feel like you're in the camp where
Yeah.
Daniel is, where he's like,
Mhm.
the first season is not his favorite.
Mhm.
And it didn't get him hooked, but obviously he did because he finished and he loves it. But I love the first season.
Mhm.
And it's completely campy, but in a different way from the other seasons. And you can tell it's an early like pilot type of season.
Oh, interesting.
And
Okay.
I love it.
I will watch it with you. And it's not that I haven't enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And I know there's things about it I like. It's my brain capacity of oh my God, there's so much. And I haven't got hooked yet. And there's so many shows I
It's
want to
okay.
watch.
There's a lot like that for me too.
Isn't that? I have such a list.
You've seen The Sopranos, right?
No, I haven't
Oh
seen
my
The
God.
Sopranos.
Oh, that's so good. That took me forever to start. That was one of those where people are like, oh my God, you haven't seen The Sopranos? And I'm like, no, fine, I'll do it. And I do not regret it. It's so good.
I probably will love it because that's one of my favorite actresses in it that plays Nurse Jackie, who plays the wife. And I
Oh,
love
yeah.
Nurse Jackie. And I just rewatched all that again because a new season of that's coming out, which is fucking wild, everybody.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. But so I rewatched that. So that's what happens with me. It's like I find a really good show, like a Nurse Jackie, Breaking Bad, something like that, where it's
Yeah.
just a good fucking show.
Yeah.
And then I end up being like, after like a few years, I'm like, oh, I gotta rewatch that now. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's
That's when it's so good. You can rewatch it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or they at the very least, they come comfort shows that you can put on
Oh,
the
yeah.
background. Some of them are like, it's not a comfort. It is a comfort, but I'm going to be watching this.
Oh, yeah. There's a lot of those.
You know?
Like that. And then you just learn more every single time.
I feel like that's how Pluribus is going to be.
You know what's making me super sad? I have tried since our time of watching it.
Uh-huh.
I have not been able to get on Plex to watch anymore.
What?
And I try multiple times a day.
Let me
But yours is
let me
on.
troubleshoot. Mine's working now.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Mine's been off. Like I even checked like last night because I've been so excited. Mark,
You gotta watch it.
I only got to watch the first episode again because I try to do with like you did with me. I'm like,
Uh-huh.
Mark, you should watch this with me. I
Yeah.
feel like you're going to like it. So I sat there with him and I was like, and he's like, oh, you can just watch this without me. I'm like, what?
No.
This is totally a Mark show, I thought.
Yeah.
He's like, just do what you do with like, because what I'll do is I'll watch like a full, like Breaking Bad, I watched the whole thing and then rewatched it with him.
Yeah.
It's like I have to watch a whole show. See if it's good enough for my husband to sit down and watch. My husband is a weirdo who does not watch any TV.
Yeah.
And if
He
he
is a weirdo.
does, it's just like Twitch in the background.
Rich.
So it's awful. Like who lives life like that? Like beautiful shows and TV.
I know.
Come on.
Also, side note. Okay, I want to still talking about Pluribus for a second, but side note, I just wanted to shout out Ron, one of our listeners, for following and supporting her husband's Twitch channel, which is Opie Loves Stuff.
Opie Loves Stuff, guys. OPIE.
He was so adorably excited to hear that he was supported in his channel.
Oh, yeah. He was so excited. He loves, please, I love you, Ron. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
And if anyone else, go check it out.
So cute together. There's, he likes, he's like, he genuinely likes him. He wasn't just like,
oh yeah,
I
have a sweetie pie husband.
Yeah.
Go
cute.
check it out. Go support him.
Shout out.
Even if it's just a subscribe, because that's all just go subscribe.
Yeah, just
like
go
us.
Give
him points.
Just hit the subscribe button. It helps. It helps a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so Pluribus. Absolutely. Get back to watching it. Everybody else.
There's like 5 episodes
TV.
I've been trying to watch, so I will watch as soon as I can because I'm very excited about it. It seems pretty awesome.
I told you I started it with Daniel, and then I made you watch it, and then I made Mark watch it. Mushroom Man Mark made him watch it too.
Likes it too?
Yeah, and he's not a big TV. He doesn't watch anything really.
Mm-hmm.
Like you could say a movie, and he's like, nope.
Yeah,
anything, and he loved it. So. Everybody watch it.
Yeah, go watch it. I love the actress in it, and Mark doesn't like the actress. That's what turned him off because she's in Better Call Saul.
Yeah.
Which is.
Yeah, we just talked about that last episode.
Mm-hmm. One of the best shows. Yeah. So I'm like, you don't like that actress, but he hasn't finished Better Call Saul either.
Yeah.
Show. Either as Nicole because she's a loser.
Yeah, well, it's one of those shows where there's so much,
But you like Breaking Bad.
I do.
That's what's crazy, and it just gets better. It's like one of those shows just keeps.
I think it's just because he wasn't my favorite character. I found him kind of annoying in Breaking Bad.
Well, that's because you're only seeing one part of his life. Like, how did he become that, like, annoying, like, creeper lawyer? Like, what in his life turned him into that?
Sure. Mm-hmm.
And then it shows going all to that, and then it shows during that, which is cool. So those characters come back.
That's fun.
And then there even shows after, like, what happened after everything. And he's just like, I'm not going to go into it too much from that, but it's like there's so much of that.
Yeah.
Like, he was the funny comedic character, but it is in Breaking Bad world.
Okay.
Of how he became that person. You just don't become Saul Goodman.
Okay. All right.
You know, do
I'll
you?
eventually.
You just come out of the vagina Saul Goodman. It doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Which would be a cool baby.
Cool baby.
Be a cool baby. Yeah.
All right. I'll put it on the list.
Mm-hmm. It's like when we'll watch. It will take you 10 years like Buffy's going to take for me.
Yeah.
We'll get it done.
We will. We will eventually.
Yeah.
I don't really have any death news.
Oh, nothing, huh?
I was just going to say, I mean, I can't remember if I said this last one. I had 87 hours on this paycheck for 2 weeks, which is a lot in this world, you know. But there was nothing like super fascinating, just kind of regular pickups, nothing to really talk about. So, except for, I guess, the fact that I'm being considered for the office manager position we just talked about today. Yeah. And we'll see. I'll update you guys later.
Might be a change, but it will still be very similar stories, but you'll know other things now, which I think it's good since you want to go into like this business for yourself at some point.
Yeah.
I think it's good to do everything.
Yeah, you're probably not wrong. That's probably how I should look at it.
Yeah.
Because like we talked about earlier, I've been very on the fence about it. Obviously, stable hours, which means more money.
Yes.
Which is great. But as everybody knows, if you've listened to this podcast forever, that's like the kind of shit that killed my soul.
Yeah.
I don't want to paper push. I want to be doing the field work. I want to be out with the families, picking up the dead folks. And I think I also want to make sure they prioritize that and like don't not give me on-call shifts because I've been working all week as an office manager, you know, like that's so I'm going back and forth.
They should just give us the job and give you that part and give me the numbers part.
Yeah,
they should just give me the paperwork like you said you didn't want to do, and you do the rest of it.
And if I do hybrid too, you could lock in 2 days a week.
Yeah.
Or you could just be a backup.
We could do one job while you're also doing that other job, and you would be getting all the information.
Yeah, that's true.
I know.
Well, we'll think about it.
Or I think you should do numbers a little bit too. I think you should do that too. Though.
I want no part of
I
the
think they
bookkeeping.
should force you into it.
I'm not doing.
Even if it's just for like. Does that mean when you're running the other place, I'm going to have to do those numbers too?
Absolutely, 100%.
Okay. See, I'm the nerd. I'm like, okay.
You're doing my bookkeeping.
Okay. I'm such a nerd. I'm like, oh my God, I'll get a really good QuickBooks and I will totally just, I'm going to like color code your shit. Like this is my thing. And you're like, here you go.
I'm going to need a wonderful office manager.
There you go.
/ bookkeeper / payroll. But yeah, that's all. I guess that's all the news. I'll keep everybody updated. It'll probably transpire pretty quickly, so I may have an update the next episode.
I think it's very smart. I think it is. And then like even if you only do it for like a year, or maybe you won't do it that long.
Yeah.
I mean like, and then you transition to whatever hybrid thing you want to do. Sure. I think it's very smart.
Yeah.
You got to know. Especially when you first start a business, you're not going to have you probably maybe have employees, but maybe you need all of it.
Yeah. If anything, I could probably only see myself hiring like you and like one other person, like a funeral director, so that I have that license on staff needed for certain things. But that's a lot. Paying somebody like that is a lot. And I want to be able to pay my people well.
My job is rich investor of the land, and I plan on just walking in whenever in like gold robes and like just act like I'm just like above everybody. That's okay. And a crown. So that's going to be
rich investor. Well, I'll put that on your name tag.
Rich investor.
Rich investor.
That's my plan. And diamonds.
I'll still try to pay you well. I'm going to have to pay the actual funeral director the most at first, but then I'll transition.
No, I'm the rich investor. I just sit back. I have nothing.
Well, yeah, I'll keep everybody posted on that.
Yeah. Wish her
So
luck of
that's-
whatever happens, and
Yeah.
she'll be happy no matter what. But
Yeah.
she's getting this because she's doing so well right this quick, and that's awesome.
I am. They are very,
So
like I said,
congratulations.
they called me a triple threat,
Mhm.
which is such a compliment, and they want me before they put it out to the public.
Isn't it crazy how everything's just falling into line?
It's just falling into line.
It's just
It is.
quick too.
I know, yeah.
don't
I mean,
think it would
I
be-
didn't think I'd have this much leverage 3 months into my job,
Absolutely.
you know, so that's
Yeah.
cool.
I'm proud of you, girly.
Thanks.
Yay.
And that was death news.
Not much. Not much.
And I was actually going to say very briefly that I went to the Oddities
Oh,
Expo,
yes. Mhm.
which was really cool. Went to the World Oddities Expo in Minneapolis this past weekend.
You have to
and it
post
was-
pics.
Oh my gosh, I'll post some pictures. It was super fun. I was there for like 8 hours, open to close. Mark and I went, met up with a friend, and there were sideshow performers and contortionists, and like obviously the expo floor was hundreds of vendors, which we went to every single booth. Some of them even twice. Really, really cool.
Some
Lots
of
of
the best
taxidermy.
artwork.
Yeah, super cool artwork, super
Mhm.
cool terrariums and terrariums with bones. And there was this one vendor there he dealt with like historical items and like collector's items. Like he had this book, first edition from the 1500s that sold for 22,000. And then he had this big old sword that was like 12,000. And then he's got these printouts of the story of each item. It's just
That's-
really fucking cool.
That would be a perfect place for the Sinner's Bible, wouldn't it?
Totally.
One day we don't know where they all are, but one day there's going to
Mm.
be a little Sinner's Bible sent on one of those. You
You
guys
can
know
have
what
it.
it is, you get it.
Yep.
If you have that $1 million
You got the
in your
million.
pocket, you can go get it.
Sounds like they should also be a rich investor.
If they were just a rich investor like me.
Yeah. Yeah.
I need a cane.
You do need a cane.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Oddities Expo, super, super cool. Highly recommend hitting one if they go to your town. And sometimes there's even, like, I know Minneapolis during the Christmas time, they've got these, like, little mini Christmas or, like, Yule markets
Mhm.
where there's maybe, like, 20 of those types of vendors.
Which is badass.
Oh my gosh. I found so many things that I was like, I need this. This person needs this. Like, that's where I wanted to buy all my fucking Christmas gifts, but I
Yeah.
would have spent like $500.
Yeah, if you have the money, like that's the place
Oh
to
my
go. And
God.
even if you don't have that much money, I'd rather personally, like as a gift getter,
Yeah.
I'd love like a $5 or $10 like little gift from a place like that over a million other things.
Yeah.
Like go
Mhm.
support the local artists, and it's badass, and they're like one of a kind,
Totally.
beautiful pieces.
Yeah.
But yeah, pay your art. I mean, they're artists, and they just like we said, like if I had the
Mhm.
money, that's where all my money would go.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
go
Things
support
can
'em.
be expensive, but rightfully so. They should be.
Yes.
Because so much work is being put
Mhm.
in. Super, super fun. There were a lot of really super creepy dolls.
Yes.
That was one of my favorites. There was even this one vendor that had them listed as potentially haunted.
That's my goal, guys. We need to get a haunted doll.
Haunted doll.
Haunted
and
doll.
that goes perfectly
Mhm.
into our episode today,
It does.
which we are talking about haunted objects. We are focusing a little bit more on dolls. There's a lot of dolls. So
Mhm.
we got some dolls in it, but we got other things.
Yeah.
And yeah, we're gonna
Let's
dive into
hop
the
right
world
in.
of haunted objects.
Haunted objects.
Ooh.
That would totally be my ghost noise. If I had one, I would be like, I want to go on the back, but
We all know that.
That'd be the
I think
best.
that was an off the rails episode. We all
Was
heard.
it?
We all heard your ghost noise. Your
I love a
preferred
good ghost noise.
But now I want to compare it. I want to find it
Yeah.
and see if it compares to how you used to do it.
See, funny. I could probably say like never remember anything from off the rails like in the future.
Yeah, it does slip the memory
It
pretty
does.
easily. So yeah, let's get into it. Let's talk about some haunted fucking objects because we've all heard of them.
Yes.
We may not have encountered them, but they are super fun to read about and talk about and look
Mhm.
on about and watch about, read about.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of other things to say about.
Yeah.
um,
I was like,
uh,
sorry guys. I'm a little high. I smoked a bowl before this.
Yeah, you had a dead look on your face.
And
You're like,
I am on my 3rd cup of coffee. So I'm like in this
oh,
like
weird up down.
weird like up down situation.
Oh.
I don't drink that much coffee normally. I just felt like I needed it this morning.
Yeah.
So 3 cups and a bowl. It's a great combo.
Is that coffee?
Yeah.
I thought that was tea.
No, it's a
That
very
looks like
like
a
I
light-
said. I usually drink tea. I am a tea drinker.
That's a
But
light brew.
that's because because I'm a cheap ass. I use 1 cup and I'll reuse it multiple times. If I am drinking
You are a fucking cheap
more than what I am.
That's bullshit. I only do that when I'm broke.
I always do that, and I learned that, and I always thought it was funny because my father-in-law Charlie always did that, and I
Yeah.
never had a Keurig
Yeah.
thing. I always just had a regular
Sure.
coffee machine, and now that I have a Keurig, I'm like, oh, now I get it.
See, I don't do that, but even with like regular pot brewers,
Mhm.
I will drink cold day old coffee and I'll reheat it.
Oh, I do that.
I'll do that. People are like,
Absolutely.
"Ooh, that's from yesterday." I'm like, "Yeah, but it's cold, and I'll just put it in the microwave."
No, what I'll literally do if I make a pot of coffee is I will just take the whole container and just
Mhm.
put the whole glass
in the fridge?
container in the fridge. I'm like,
Oh,
I'll have
yeah.
it tomorrow.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm like, oh
Just
yeah.
cold coffee.
See,
yeah.
same thing.
You could
see,
heat it up,
well, that's
or
yeah,
chill it.
same thing.
And this has been our coffee talk for the
Coffee
day.
talk. Sorry. Off the rails because of coffee and weed. Here we
Coffee.
go.
Coffee and weed. Yeah, let's fucking talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
Let's go into your first haunted object.
Oh, I thought you were starting. We're going 1, 2.
Let's go into my first
Yes.
haunted object, you
Yours.
guys. I have a really fun one. Most people have probably heard of this haunted object, but I'm not sure how familiar everybody is. So, let's discuss Robert the Doll.
Good old Robert the Doll.
Robert
I
the
love
Doll.
Robert the Doll.
Oh, he's something else.
He
Let me tell you about that.
is.
In fact, I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to tell you about
Do
it.
it.
So fucking high right now.
Why aren't we winning the podcast award? Like,
I
why
know.
aren't we not, like, get us in the podcast award, guys?
Yeah, I can't remember what they're called.
This
but
is beautiful.
yeah. So here we go. Robert the Doll. What am I going to do? Just what I do every time. I'm going to bring you back to the early 1900s.
Turning it back.
When young Robert Eugene Otto's his regular grandfather. Guys,
I thought we were gonna get a double grade.
I smoked too much weed. All right. You guys, I'm going to bring you back to the early 1900s. Okay, so little boy. His name's Robert Eugene Otto. So first name Robert, middle name Eugene. They call him Gene. So we're just going to call him Gene from now on. His grandfather brings home this large, like, Steiff brand doll from Germany when he was over there visiting. So he brings this doll back for Gene. The doll arrives to Florida. He's big. Like I said, he's the size of like a small child. He's 3 feet, this doll, which
At 3 feet, 4. Remember, guys, everything creepy is 3 to 4 feet.
3 to 4 feet. He's stuffed with woodwill, so he's got that kind of puff to him. And he's got these creepy, beady little black eyes, and he's dressed in just a plain outfit. Until Gene's mom decides he needs to have his own outfit. So he takes one of Gene's old little childhood sailor outfits and puts him on Robert the Doll. Obviously, his name's Robert, but I was going to say they named him Robert.
Yeah.
Because the child's first name was Robert. So they named the doll after the kid, which I feel like is creepy.
It is creepy.
That's creepy in itself.
Yep.
My nephew used to do that. We'll just call him... I'm trying to think of a name.
You know what I was going to say in my head? Call him Robert.
Let's go. That's what I was going to do. I was going to say, let's call him Robert. No, okay, let's call him
Bob.
John Doe.
John Doe.
My little nephew John Doe, he got a little bear,
Mhm.
and he named the bear John Doe.
I
So
feel
it was
like
John Doe
that
the
kid's
bear.
a serial killer. I feel like that's a serial killer move. I don't know
It
why.
kind of is.
It is,
We'll see.
isn't it?
He's
It's
about
like up there
16
with
now.
like drinking milk as an adult. You know what I mean? Like a glass of milk as an adult. It's the same
Yeah.
serial killer vibe.
Yeah, that's my sister. She drinks milk as a doll. She just poured a
Aw.
large glass.
Monster.
Sorry, Allison.
Ooh.
I outed you.
Ooh.
Serial killer.
Serial killer.
So anyway, Gene names this doll after himself. Like, cool, bro, whatever. But that's also creepy. So he gets this doll. Also, you guys, this doll has got a wig on it that you don't really see much now in pictures because he's got a little sailor hat on. But apparently his wig was made of human hair. And
In Germany, early 1900s, I'm
Well-
like, who's doing their hair? Just like cutting their hair for that.
well, so the story that's been passed down is that his mother replaced the wig he came with Gene's own hair. when
Oh,
he was
she
little.
made it creepier.
I feel like she made a voodoo doll.
Yeah, I think the
With
mom's
the hair and the sailor outfit.
Maybe it was just like a normal doll. We're all blaming Robert, the doll, like just the doll. But it's like the
Yeah.
mom's fault for making it creepy.
Yeah.
Like here's a sailor's outfit and like real hair from my child.
She just looks like a Floridian housewife, but she's really like a secret voodoo priestess.
Little witch.
Yeah.
She might
I'm
not
kind
even
of
know.
rethinking this whole story now. I feel like I
know.
need to rewrite it. So anyway, doll's fucking creepy. 3 feet tall, beady little eyes, nasty little sailor's costume, and a wig made of the kid's hair. And his name's like after the kid. All super fucking creepy. So pretty much right after the doll shows up, Gene starts acting just like super weird as hell with it. He's talking to it constantly. His parents hear him having these like full conversations with the doll, which is not terribly uncommon for a kid to do at first, you know. But what they hear amongst the chatter later on is clearly like a second voice. Like they start hearing this voice that is slightly deeper than a child's voice.
Yeah, I don't like that
So
much.
I don't like that. It sounds like they're having a full-on conversation. So
I wouldn't even like my kid talking to a doll in a full conversation.
Without
like...
Yeah, that's not cool.
Like, stop having fun.
I know I got you this fucking doll, but you're supposed to just look at it.
Just look at it.
But
not for extended periods of time.
Not for extended periods of time. No. There's time limits.
Yes.
That's just how you track it early, guys.
Yep.
So yeah, his parents don't really believe him at first because, you know, he's a kid and kids are weird. But then stuff starts happening that they can't start explaining away. So aside from the conversations, one of the most famous incidents is where Gene's mother heard him like screaming from behind a locked door. She gets it to open and the room is completely a fucking wreck. Like his toys are everywhere, his clothes are everywhere. His clothes are shredded to bits. His toys are broken. His furniture's everywhere. And he's just like crying in a corner and he won't stop saying, like, Robert did it. Like Robert did it.
I think it's you, kid. I feel like it's you and you're making 2 voices in here by yourself. Mom can't accept it.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. We'll see.
Yeah.
I mean, at first she thought that he trashed his own room at first, you know, because why wouldn't you think that? But also there's a giant creepy fucking doll in your house. So some other stuff starts happening that's when she starts thinking a little bit more like, okay, this is not right. So they start hearing footsteps upstairs when Gene's asleep. They see the doll in one spot and then later in another, even when Gene hasn't been in that room. The neighbors say the doll moves positions in the window throughout the day.
I'm sorry. You guys, you might hear a noise. I'm sorry. It's not Ramona, even though it does sound very Ramona-like, obviously, in the back. But my dog, she kind of sounds pig-like. She's in the back.
She's having definitely a dream.
Moment.
She's
so sorry.
Snoring in a weird way. She's awake now, though.
Yeah. I shamed her. Sorry.
God damn it, Leia.
Sorry, Leia.
Sorry, Leia. So yeah, doll's doing weird shit, moving around. The help, I don't know what to call people that age, like back then, servants, help, maids, and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whatever. So the help they talk about seeing like his expression change, like just slightly, you know what I mean? It's not like all of a sudden smiling, but like you can tell when there's an expression change on something that's very slight.
Terrifying.
That's bringing on a different emotion, and they're seeing this. So the parents kind of are going from our son is dramatic to like, okay, something's really fucking weird, you know, is happening here. It's not just us experiencing this. So eventually the parents do the whole we're done with this thing, and they put Robert in the attic for basically the rest of Gene's childhood, which is a while. And that's a detail that some people skip because it's actually part of the traditional lore, is that like the parents really did try to separate the two.
Yeah.
Because they were freaked out enough by all the shit happening in the house.
I don't know if I was so scared of a doll to that extent where I would just be cool with it in my attic. I feel like that made me more scared.
I wouldn't want it in the house still.
No, I wouldn't. Is there like a barn outside?
Yeah.
Then I wouldn't want to go in the barn.
I wonder why they wouldn't just get her. Maybe they're just like, oh, it was a present from your grandfather.
Yeah.
I don't know. They're Floridian. I don't know why I'm making them sound English.
People also, like, back in the day, kept a lot more things. it's just
Yeah, they didn't just drop it off at Goodwill.
no, yeah.
That's true.
It's like, this is ours now. We spent money on this.
I'm used to my modern conveniences,
Yep.
my
Lot
Goodwill,
different.
my Salvation Army
Mhm.
drop-offs. So before he gets put away, this is where some of like additional side lore comes in that I just want to touch on in case other people have heard this or do their own research. Yada yada yada. These parts are not as historically backed as the Stiefel company / like the Germany timeline that I had just given you, but you'll hear them everywhere because they've been, part of the mythology. One version says that a Bohemian servant in the Otto household was mistreated and cursed the doll using voodoo, trapping a spirit inside as its revenge on the family.
Well, good for them. But also, of course, you're going to blame, like, the help.
I'm going to blame the help.
Yeah.
I mean, that sounds like that's believable
it.
if you change the help to the mother.
Yeah.
The mother.
It's all the mother.
It is the mother who's the voodoo priestess.
Yep.
So that has been one theory that's kind of bopped around a little bit. Another says the doll wasn't cursed at all, and that something was summoned intentionally and attached to it. So, I don't know. You're going to get a couple things. Again, those stories are more
Maybe they
folklore.
didn't, like, mean. That's what I'm thinking. Like, they didn't mean to summon something, but then she started putting, like, fucking hair and shit, and the kid's talking all weird.
Yeah.
The kid's I'm blaming the kid and the mom. The dolls, like, just
mom.
came to life. Like, I didn't plan to be here.
Fuck you guys.
Yeah. Now I'm the demon.
Okay. So anyway, once he's in the attic, Robert just chills there until Jean's basically an adult. Except he's not really that totally chill because every now and then they can hear some hubbub going on up in the attic. But I guess they're like, oh well. Shrug.
I just picture, like, it sounds like a poker game going on. Like he's playing poker with the other demons.
What are you going to do for decades? I mean,
yeah.
Decades. Yeah. It's insane.
See, they're the assholes.
They might be.
Yeah.
So Jean grows up with this weird sort of like half traumatizing, half obsessive bond with this doll that was banished to the attic. And then after he becomes an adult and gets married and his parents pass away, that's when he actually moves back into that family home with his wife, Anne. So even though the doll had been boxed away in the attic for years, Jean immediately goes up there and gets him, and he acts like he's reuniting with an old friend, which is a little concerning.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Okay. Yeah.
First order of business. Come on, Robert.
Could you imagine, like, let's say, like, it was different back in the day, too. You usually got married, like, you never lived together or anything. Like, the first time you come home is, like, this bride and, like, don't know, like, much. And he's like, oh, hold on. I have something in the attic to show you, to bring down here. This is my best friend. And it's that creepy-ass doll.
Robert, yeah. That could very well be how it happens.
That is, ugh.
I mean...
I'd be like, I gotta go.
I gotta go. Hang on, I'll be right back. So Jean sets Robert back up in his childhood bedroom in this little chair and keeps talking to him like nothing has changed since he was a kid. And wouldn't you know it, Anne starts fucking hearing the exact same shit that the parents did earlier. There starts to be footsteps upstairs when Jean isn't home. Furniture is moved. Doors are opening. And she hates the doll, which honestly valid.
Of course she does.
Sure, of course. Anne, we feel you. So she eventually tries to put Robert back in the attic, but he does not stay there. He is found in other rooms, in different positions, like he's just doing whatever the fuck he wants. That's a big old nope from me.
Yeah.
If I'm putting something away and then it's moving spots, nope. So Jean blames weird things that happen around the house on Robert, just like he did when he was a kid. And when Jean and Anne argue, he would just go and talk to Robert for hours.
I think it's just this guy. I think the whole thing is this guy. I have a dream. He's schizophrenic into two voices. He might think he's talking to the doll.
He could, but then how are the other people experiencing the strange noises?
Maybe he's at the house. He's upstairs. He's just like... Sounds like he would.
I don't know. I mean, maybe he could be. So yeah, he's being a little freak about it again. And Anne literally tells people she feels like the doll has too much influence over him, quote unquote, which is probably just the most polite way of saying, like, my husband is emotionally codependent on a fucking doll.
This doll's the original Fox News. Just turning people crazy.
too much influence
Too
on
much
him.
influence on him.
Yeah, that sounds right.
That's hilarious.
So
Yeah.
Jean ends up dying in the 70s. A new family moves into the house. And aside from everything else being emptied out of the house, what do you think got left behind?
Why?
Right?
Mm-hmm.
No, left it behind. So the new homeowner does what any sane homeowner would do, and they dump the doll back in the attic. Because nobody gets rid of anything. But then their daughter starts hearing giggling up there and says the doll moves, and she swears she sees him in different poses, starts having nightmares of him like running at her. And after enough of that, the family's like, nope, absolutely not. They donate him to the East Martello Museum. So they finally are like, get it out of here.
Well,
Don't
and
just
someone
leave it
wanted him.
behind.
I'm interested. That's interesting.
Yeah, they must have talked to this museum, and they're like, yep, we'll take him. And
Yeah. Is it just because the doll's older? Is it a museum that has to do with haunted objects? 'Cause
it's just a museum for the area, for that area of Key West, Florida. It's not
Okay.
like a specific oddities museum, something
well,
like
I
that,
know,
you know?
yeah, because I know it. I think it was what the people in The Conjuring, the people who that was based on, who made like the first one that
Yeah.
was anything like that before, but that
Haunted
was just to
objects.
protect people more than
Yeah.
anything. That's what I was wondering. I'm like, oh, okay, so just
Yeah.
a regular museum,
Just kind of a
local.
regular town museum.
Maybe it's
Yep.
because old antique.
Could be. And it is, you know?
Yeah.
Turn of the century, you know?
Yeah.
So yeah, they're probably like, yeah, we'll take this. But I don't know. Maybe the family was like, this thing also has weird shit. Like, what were they honest about
That's what I'm
the
wondering.
doll? Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
So this is where sort of modern verifiable stuff kicks in with this doll. Museum staff documented like the weird shit people complain about. Cameras breaking, batteries are draining instantly, phones are shutting down, SD cards are corrupting. Like the area around his display case feels colder to a lot of people, which obviously
Yeah.
that's a sign of a ghost.
Mhm.
And then the apology letters start piling in. Hundreds every year. Dear Robert, I'm so sorry I didn't ask to take your picture. Please stop ruining my life. I believe you now.
What?
Yep. So
So people are like writing the museum to the doll?
to the doll.
Interesting.
Because what things have started to happen is they realize that weird shit starts happening to basically anybody that's coming in contact with this doll. More so if you're taking his picture.
Mhm.
People are realizing that apparently Robert does not like if you take his picture without asking.
Well, he has been in the attic for a long time.
You must
And
ask
then they take him out to the creepy guy who talks to him.
Yeah.
Be polite. Maybe he's just an introvert.
He might be, but those seem to be his rules. He demands
Yeah.
some
Be
respect.
kind.
So this is happening so much that this is where the popularity with him comes in. This is where everything kind of exploded. So weird shit's fucking happening to people that are taking his picture, making fun of him, you know, just being a dick to this doll, kind of. So all these letters start showing up, and some of them are fucking wild. People are writing about losing their jobs, having their cars break down like in waves, injuries, relationship problems. They all start right after they mocked the doll or took the picture without asking. One guy has had his laptop die, his hard drive corrupt, his printer spark out, and Wi-Fi go down the same week. And he mailed a letter that was basically like spiritual surrender, like, okay, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Sorry, you
no,
know.
That's cool.
So all these letters
Mm-hmm.
start piling in. Robert starts showing up on all the typical ghost shows, so people may have seen him on Ghost Adventures, Mysteries of the Museum, bunch of Travel Channel like sci-fi
Like
shows.
I know what he looks like. I know of him. I haven't heard the story until
Okay.
now, which is great.
Cool.
But yeah,
Yeah.
yep, he has been on a.
He's been on a lot.
Yeah.
He's been written about,
Mhm.
and he may possibly actually be part of the inspiration behind the Chucky movies.
Oh, that makes sense.
It's possible.
That makes sense.
Yep. So now he's just living, you know, full time behind this glass in Key West, living his best life. Little
Good
tiny,
for you, bud.
pissed off little celebrity who expects manners from everybody.
Yeah.
But honestly, the wildest thing is that pattern that never changes. So from Jean's childhood through adulthood, through the new homeowners through the modern museum staff, like the story is always same. He's watching, he's moving around. He acts like he has a personality. He goes out of his way to fuck with people who disrespect him.
Yeah.
So
Haunted.
haunted.
I think he's haunted. I think he has a
Think he's
bad rap,
haunted?
but I do think he's haunted.
Yeah,
Yes.
because Gene's not around anymore.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
And I've seen pictures and I know what they mean. Like when they were talking about the help being like, oh, he changes expressions. I swear to God, I've seen pictures of him throughout when you're just Googling. And his expression does change. Like
Well,
you
to see if
can
we have him, we'll have to put it on our Facebook and Instagram if you could.
maybe
check it
just do
out.
some side by side.
Yeah, do some
it's
side by
just
side.
so slight,
Mhm.
but you can feel an emotion shift in whatever it's trying to display.
Yeah.
It's weird.
It's trying to, it's just trying to say what's up.
It's
trying to
weird.
tell
And
you.
I'm not kidding. There have been so many letters. I think they said hundreds come in every year.
Wow.
There are thousands of letters written to him from
Mhm.
people that are like, I'm sorry, I was a dick. Like, I
Mhm.
didn't believe this. You know, I almost want everybody that's a skeptic to go do it.
Yeah, go
You
do
know,
it.
We could turn everybody so
Especially
quick.
if you're in Florida. Just go.
Yeah.
Check it out.
Just check it out.
Go check it out.
So yeah, that's Robert the Doll. That's kind of, I mean, I was going to say paraphrased, but there's not a whole lot else to it, really.
Yeah.
I mean,
I love it.
there's not that many details.
That's what it is with those haunted
Firsthand, you know
objects.
what I mean? Yeah. Yeah.
That is our creepy doll.
That is our creepy doll, Robert the Doll.
Go visit him.
Go visit him. Ask to take his picture or don't and let us know how that goes for you.
Yeah, especially if you're a skeptic.
For sure.
If you're
Yeah.
a skeptic and you're Florida, what you gonna lose?
Yeah.
What you gonna lose?
What you gonna lose? Except maybe like your hand or
Yeah.
on an accident or something.
Do it. And we'll let you know because I am trying to get a cursed doll. So if I come across one or if you guys come across one, let me know. All right. Are you ready?
I am 100% ready.
The next one we are doing is the car of James Dean.
Ooh. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. I forgot about that.
Yes. So I didn't know all this. Now, I'm a big James Dean fan.
Yes.
He's in one of my favorite movies, Giant, which if you guys do not know what the movie Giant, it's his last movie. It is wonderful. I've used to watch that like probably once a month with my family. It was like our movie.
We
Mine and my
watched it
grandma's.
together. You
Yes.
showed it to me for the first time when I lived in Golden Valley.
It's my number one favorite, like probably my number one favorite movie. It's
Yeah.
like Rocky Horror in this movie. I
Yeah.
love Giant.
Mhm.
So if you guys don't know who James Dean was, American actor in the 1950s. He only did 3 movies in his whole career because he died when he was only 24 years old.
Yeah.
Which is
Very
sad
young.
because it's a fucking tragedy because this guy, like, I think he was like the Brad Pitt of his day.
Totally. Smoldering.
Oh, he's so hot.
Oh my God.
So hot.
Yep.
So James was not only one of the best actors of a generation, but he was also a very well-known racer. Which I did not know. So he was known to like do all these like championships and he used to do really well in them. It wasn't until Giant where he was actually told, hey, you can't race during this whole movie because this is such a big blockbuster movie and you're insured now.
Yeah. Like we're not going to let you.
We're not going to let you
be a
race.
Stunt driver.
And if you know this movie, this is a huge movie. It took multiple years to make. So when this movie was over with, he was so excited, like, I'm going to get a new car. I'm going to go out and I can finally race again. One of my favorite things to do. And he finally had a big paycheck, like his first huge, gigantic
Hollywood money.
So he went out and bought a Porsche 550 Spider with his earnings and named it the Little Bastard.
Little bastard.
Little Bastard.
I love that too.
So it was eerie from the beginning. Actually, James Dean's friend, British actor Alec Guinness, said that he had an ominous feeling seeing him next to the Porsche. He actually wrote in his diary that day, "The sports car looks sinister to me. Exhausted, hungry, feeling a little ill-tempered in spite of Dean's kindness. I heard myself saying in a voice I could hardly recognize as my own, 'Please never get in it. If you get in the car, you will be found dead in it by this time next week.'" Just seeing it.
Yep.
And guys, less than a week later, James Dean was dead after a catastrophic collision during a race. And he died instantly.
Yeah.
Died instantly. So even though this car was completely totaled, it was a collector piece. Not only because James Dean died in it, but also because it was a brand new car. It was a Porsche. They wanted to sell the parts on it. So it was actually sold to a salvage yard to a Dr. William Esrich. Now, Dr. Esrich installed the Porsche's engine into a Lotus 6 race car, then loaned the transmission parts to another fellow doctor and racer named Troy Henry. So he just started selling off the parts like you would
Yep.
for a really nice car.
Yep.
That is when Dr. Esrich crashed the car, the Lotus, at the 1956 Pomona sports car races.
Mm-hmm.
Luckily, he survived.
Mm-hmm.
The other man named
the
Troy
transmission?
McHenry, he hit a tree in that same race and died.
Wow. That's wild.
Yes. So the two pieces that were taken off that car,
Mm-hmm.
both those people
Boom.
crashed. One
Yep.
died.
Little sus.
Little sus. So shortly after the multi-vehicle crash and like full tragedy that happened, a man named George Barris bought the Spider, promising to rebuild it. Now, George Harris was actually known by Hollywood as the king of customizers. He created like the Munsters coach and Dracula casket for the Munster television show.
Love it.
Yeah, he also did the 1966 Batmobile, like the original
Amazing.
show Batmobile.
That's pretty sweet.
Right?
He's talented.
He was. So this is a guy, like, if you want this car to go to somebody,
For sure.
someone to go to.
Yep. The king.
The king. Of course, the king of customizers.
Yeah. That's why I said it.
Yeah. But what's funny is, like, even though he sounds badass, a lot of people, like, hate this guy.
Really?
They're like, he bought the car just to make money off James Dean, blah, blah, blah. But it's like, I
Well,
mean,
you know
where
what?
else-
He could do whatever he wants with it, and
Yeah.
he's good with the shit. So
He is.
quit being a hater.
Exactly. So at first, he sold a pair of tires off it, just not even thinking about it. Like, I'm going to replace these
Mhm.
tires and give it to someone else. That person immediately blew those tires on the road as soon as they put them on.
Yep.
So when George started to take it apart, he realized, hey, I can't put this back to, the original purpose. So he decided to take the car and go on a gruesome car tour show and would bring it to like movie theaters and
Mhm.
bowling alleys. Some people thought it toured as like a grim exhibit, but he did it as like a warning against reckless driving. Like he put a sign in it, like in these places, that if it saves one life, it's worth it. Stuff like that to like make kids come in and like say, I didn't do it. So what do you think? Douchebag or
Okay, I think that the way he marketed it is
Yeah.
shitty.
Yeah.
And that he's just saying the other part is like to make me look a little less shitty.
Yeah.
Like it's just, oh yeah, it's a warning.
Well, they started to see like they would bring like sometimes like kids and stuff, like he'd bring it to like schools, which is kind of fucked up. But he would like bring it would be like weirdos like me or you that would just want to go see the car that James Dean died in. And it was a lot more of that
Yeah. Yeah.
than it
that's
was
what I'm
like
saying.
doing
Yeah,
this for what it is.
I believe that.
Yep. So in March of 1959, the car has been going on shows for about 2-3 years now. It was stored in a storage unit in Fresno, and the car mysteriously set on fire by itself.
Just spontaneously combusted.
Spontaneously. And when they finally got the fire out, there was barely any damage to it.
What?
Yes.
I don't remember this part of the story.
Yes.
What?
Transport crews who also would transport this car to different shows that would get multiple injuries in the show. An exhibitor spoke of like strange malfunctions. Someone had to actually even fall on them, like when they're putting it in, like hurt their foot.
Yeah.
Like it was blamed for multiple situations, like people who were close to this car.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
So in 1960, the car randomly vanished. And I mean randomly. It was on its way to a car show in Miami. When the truck made it, the wreck didn't. George claimed that the Spider was returning to a traffic safety show in Florida in a locked trailer. And when he got it, he opened the doors, completely gone.
Thin air.
Thin air.
Wow.
So where's the car? So George Barris immediately filed a police report, and local papers ran the story. One paper suggested the wreck had been stripped for parts. Another floated the idea that it was hidden to avoid liability because it kept like hurting crew members and stuff. Like maybe it was, hidden. So I don't know how that would,
Yeah.
but
Sure.
But they believe that because George Barris, people thought he was a douchebag.
Yeah. Yeah.
Implied that he did it himself for like insurance money.
Yeah. I mean,
You know.
maybe.
Yep.
Maybe.
And guys, this wreck still to this day hasn't surfaced. Not in auctions, collections,
That's the sus part.
scrapyards. It's simply gone.
Yeah, you'd think it'd come back after a while where you think people maybe forgot about it or it's old news and then it just kind of, he starts using it or doing whatever.
Well, think about finding this very rare, even crumbled up car like in a shed.
Mm-hmm.
Like even if it was something like you'd find out. Like I think it's, maybe stolen.
Yeah.
Maybe I think George Barris, but where would he have hid it?
Yeah.
That wasn't found.
Or it literally disappeared into thin air.
Disappeared. So, on the 50th anniversary of James Dean's death in 2005, the Volvo Auto Museum actually offered a $1 million reward for information leading to the recovery of the original wreck.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. If the full wreck were found, they say it would be valued at least $5 million, according to
believe that.
multiple auctioneers.
Yeah, I could see that.
Just one fragment of Little Bastard was actually sold that was already out there, a transaxle, and that was sold in 2021 for $387,000 in an auction.
Wow, just the transaxle?
Yes.
380. Wow.
From that, and they verified it was from that Porsche.
Sure, yeah.
So I don't know how it got it, if it was
Authenticity.
after, but yeah. So that's the one part
Wow.
there. So 10
I wonder
years.
how that part's doing.
I wonder how it is.
What are they?
Yeah.
Maybe it's probably just sitting in a museum. It wasn't
Oh,
put
of
on a car,
course.
you know.
I would be terrified. I would never drive a car with one of those pieces. Like,
Well,
even
now
if
I
it's
want
cool.
somebody to.
Yeah, right.
Somebody put that
You're
transaxle.
gonna crash?
Just for a weekend. Let's just see.
Let's just do it.
Yeah.
Get that transaxle in the car.
You know what? You know how I'm all about like. This is stupid. This is a stupid comment. This is my unfiltered brain thinking out loud. If I was like into like assisted suicide and I knew I was gonna die,
Oh, that would be a cool way to go. though.
right?
That would be super rad.
I'd be like, give me that transaxle.
Yeah.
You can get it back when you're done. I give you permission. I will put it in my will
Yeah.
to back to you.
Unless
Put
it
in your
explodes.
museum. Into a
Take little
million
pieces.
tiny shards.
Oh, and then you take those little shards and give it to people and haunt a whole bunch of people.
Oh yeah, like sprinkle it on the
A
car.
sprinkle haunt.
Like super glue it to other car.
Yeah. Do
Yeah,
it.
that's how I do it.
I get it. I get it. Right. So 10 years later, in 2015, an episode of Brad Meltzer's Decoded aired and featured like that award, talked about the museum, where to contact the people. A man called and claimed that when he was 6 years old, he was accompanied by his father and another man, and they took a car, a Porsche from a shed, and put it behind a false wall in a building in Whatcom County, Washington. Guess what? The man passed a polygraph test.
Whoa.
Yes.
Okay.
So at least at 6 years old, he believes
Yeah.
that he was with his father and a man who possibly stole this and put it in like a shed.
Yeah, whether or not he actually saw it, the story he was told, he believes.
He believes it.
Okay, so still take it with that grain.
Yes. But he passed a polygraph test. So this whistleblower declined to reveal the location of the building until an agreement was signed that he would receive that reward money. Now, Volvo made it clear that they would only pay if the museum gains legal possession of the car. And since the ownership of the car in the building may be in someone else's name or it's unclear at this time, they couldn't come to an agreement.
Okay.
So the Porsche has still never been found.
Wow.
So I hope that guy, like, if he does know and he, like, oh, I know the location, because obviously it sounds like he does if he was trying to mangle maybe some lawyer stuff going on. I hope that he at some point puts it out, at least if he's going to die or something. Even if he's wrong. He might be wrong.
Yeah, yeah.
But, like, he
But if you
remembers
do,
that.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, it's like if you're going to die anyway.
if you're holding on to $5 million at least.
Yeah.
I understand why he's trying to get paid because, I mean, he could probably sell that, like, black market and make more.
Totally. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
For sure.
But yeah, it's just like you said in the last episode, if like serial killers that are about to die, like just admit it.
Just admit it.
Just give people what they want.
Yeah.
You know? That's dumb.
But it sounds like, I think he sounds pretty good. And this was in 2015. Maybe at some point, I mean, it's 10 years later.
Yeah.
That award is still out there. So anybody, contact the Volvo Auto Museum if you guys know about the missing little bastard. But that's James Dean's cursed car.
Get a cool mill.
Yeah.
So, okay. So my first question is, so what do we think about the origin of the car? How did it get cursed?
It was, I don't know, because it was very much like he bought the car brand new.
Brand new, yeah.
And then he did a few things to make it a racing car.
Yeah.
So like he put like the emblems and stuff like that, but it was very brand new. Some people though, because that man we talked about, the King Customizer, George,
Yeah.
even though he bought the car later on, he actually helped at the beginning with those customizations. So some people, because they didn't like George, was even like, again, this is legend, and I'm
Yeah.
not saying this is true.
Yeah.
Some people on like Reddit, I was seeing like believe that George Barris maybe was responsible for killing James Dean or doing something to the car.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Like his first race back, and then
Yeah,
making all the
it's a
money.
theory.
He made money on the insurances, made money in the customizations, make money in getting the car back, and then transferring it to different places, made money in insurances again once it was gone.
Interesting.
Like, that's a lot of money that guy could potentially get.
Yeah.
Nothing is
theory.
true,
You never
but
know.
theory. That's a theory.
Yeah.
So not cursed, but just one douchebag guy involved in a lot of situations.
Yeah.
Or it's cursed because, I mean, he gave parts to two people in one thing that he was a part of.
I know. And that's what I want to explore. I want to think about like
Mhm.
what would I assume happened to get that car cursed?
Yeah.
And like was it cursed? Because the guy had said like it felt ominous to him. Like
Yes, and
before
he
he
said
even
that.
raced. So it feels like there was something that maybe attached itself before he even died. And where did that come from?
Yeah, just bad
You know?
juju. Like the guy wrote that in his diary, and it
Yeah.
was less than a week later.
Yeah.
And it's like he was just scared because James Dean was like, you know, thinking he was reckless young boy. I mean, he's
Yeah.
24, but still kind of a kid.
Yeah.
Reckless, young. He's just off movie, has all this money.
Yeah.
But he was a
Maybe-
professional, though.
Maybe James Dean is a warlock.
That would be cool.
Maybe
it makes
he
sense.
is a witch.
Look at
Yeah.
how much he's done for society, only like giving us 5 years, 3 movies. How
Yeah.
much of an icon that man
Mhm.
is.
That's true.
So
Yeah, he sold his
know.
soul.
he did.
Maybe he did
Sold his soul for a good 5 years.
for sure.
Oh, anyone would throw their panties at him.
Yeah, I've thrown mine.
I don't care how straight you are. James Dean comes around.
Yeah,
You gotta suck that dick.
you gotta suck
And
that
say
dick.
thank you for the opportunity
to suck that dick.
took that dick.
And scene.
I'm seeing James Dean.
That was fun. Thank you. That was fun because I didn't know, just like mine, Robert the Doll, like I knew that it was a story, never gone in depth on it.
No, you know,
So that
neither
was
did
fun.
I. Everything that I did, and probably like I know of these cursed objects, but like the stories behind them, that's
Yeah.
super fun to learn.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a fun one.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So we got Robert the Doll,
Mhm.
cursed ass doll. We got fucking James Dean's
car and
car.
car part.
Now we're going to be covering the Busby Stoop,
Ooh, Busby
aka
Stoop.
Dead Man's Chair. I'm gonna bring y'all back in time again.
Bringing it back.
It's like the Wayne's World.
I forgot. I missed that movie forever. Another one we have to watch.
That's a good one.
Good movie.
Yeah. This time we're going back 1700s, New Yorkshire, England. Tiny little village called Thirsk. There's this guy named Thomas Busby. He's a guy who he's like a functioning mess. Heavy drinker, kind of a petty criminal.
Sounds like my kind of people.
Just your
Just
kind
a little
of
petty
people.
crime. Just a tiny bit of petty crime.
Just a little bit of a sus piece of shit.
Mm-hmm.
He's married to a woman named Elizabeth, and her father is Daniel Auty. It's Auty. People sometimes pronounce it Anthony or Antony, maybe. I don't know. Historical spelling's weird. So Daniel Auty is Elizabeth's dad and Thomas Busby's father-in-law.
Okay.
So Busby and his father-in-law fucking hate each other. Like they fully cannot stand each other. And one night they get into this big fight. Now the details change a little bit depending on who you ask, because again, a lot of this is lore.
Yep, it's all lore.
But the outcome is the same, that Busby murders him and that's it. He fucking killed him. Some stories say he bludgeoned him with a hammer. Some say he strangled him. Some say it was at Busby's house. Others say it was near an inn.
And Busby is the son-in-law.
Busby is the son-in-law.
Okay.
Thomas Busby. Yeah.
He's the one killed his father-in-law.
He's a petty criminal.
Petty criminal.
Kind of a
Maybe the guy was
just a
talking some
mess.
shit. We
Hot
don't know.
mess. Yeah, talking some shit. Gets in a fight with his father-in-law. Kills him. Again, details on where it happened and how it happened. A little fuzzy. The dude's dead. He did it. That's all you really need to know. Either way, so he killed him. He hid the body and obviously didn't really get away with it because he gets caught, he gets tried, and he gets sentenced to death. So,
Dun, dun, dun.
this is where the curse part comes in. And this is the detail that the internet always kind of screws up a little bit because based on which version you hear, it cannot make sense, but I think I have the true
You
real
have
version.
you're hearing the
I
truth here.
have it.
We only say facts on here. This shows facts.
Yeah. So when it comes to Busby's favorite chair, the cursed one, this is where we get the Busby's stoop, aka the dead man's chair. Some people say it was in this pub, and some people say it was in his house.
Yeah.
It was at the fucking pub, you guys.
All right.
It was at the pub. I'm calling
You heard it here first.
It wasn't at his house. It's at the
Yeah.
pub. Okay. So he drank at this pub constantly. Everyone knew he had his own chair. Like, this is Thomas Busby's chair. Just don't mess with it. That's where he drinks. It was like a whole territorial, like, drunk guy thing. So
Not a drunk guy being territorial.
not them again.
No.
So the main version of the story, and honestly, the one that I think is the most credible, is that right before he gets dragged out to be executed, Busby's sitting in his wooden chair at the pub, just like pissed off and drunk, and he says something like, where are we? We're England? Yorkshire, England? Okay, let's put on an accent.
Yeah.
He goes, ooh, what kind of English is North Yorkshire?
I feel like it's because I always go, what do they call it? Like the trash, like I go really deep.
Oi! Like
I
that?
go really deep country. I feel like this is more of like classier, isn't it?
Yeah, maybe. I feel like
Yorkshire.
it's like that, though.
Yorkshire.
May sudden death come
Yeah.
to anyone who dares sit in my chair. That's what he says.
Yeah.
So it's basically just
Chair.
on my chair. It's just a drunken, like, fuck you moment. Like, he's about to get murdered and he's like, oi, fuck anyone who sits in my chair.
You're a lot more Australian, but
Oi.
Oi.
Oi. They say that in New
Oi.
England. New England. In England. In New England. What the fuck am I trying to say? The United
Oi.
Kingdom.
They go oi.
May sudden death come upon anyone who dares sit in my chair.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not gonna say it any fucking more. I feel like they all sound the same. Okay. So dude gets executed. 1702. They hang him and they display his body in a gibbet right across from the inn. Like, literally in the view of the pub windows.
I love this. We need to bring this back.
We should bring it back.
I love it.
Yeah.
I want, like,
to like
people's heads
child
on-
murderers and child rapists and shit.
Yeah, I just want people's heads on like
On
fences.
stakes
Like,
and
bring
fences.
that back, guys.
That was a while ago.
It was good times.
So this obviously is a huge thing that happens in the town right across from this place that he always drank. And the pub later gets renamed the Busby Stoop Inn. Stoop meaning the gallows.
Ooh, that's dark.
That's kind of
I
fucking dark.
like it,
And I
though.
like it too. We gotta go there.
Yeah.
So because the chair was in the pub and not in his private home, people kept sitting in it afterwards. Regulars, travelers, drunk idiots, sailors, soldiers. It was just a furniture in a public place, you know.
Yeah.
So nobody thought they were like signing up for a curse when they're sitting down at the fucking chair at the pub. And that's
Crazy because I feel like if I would go as far as naming my establishment after
Yeah.
Busby and that was his chair,
yeah.
I would make that a thing to make sure. Like, that's Busby's chair.
Yeah. It's Busby.
Busby.
Bugs Bunny.
I keep saying
Busby.
Busby?
Busby.
Busby. Okay.
Busby.
Busby.
Busby. Thomas Busby.
Busby.
Oh, I'm Thomas
Oh,
Busby. That's Australian.
I feel like it's getting more and more Australian.
It is. I just like Australia.
Mm-hmm.
So people start sitting in this chair, okay? Weird deaths start piling up, you guys. It is fucked. Some of these older records are fuzzy because obviously it's 1700s England, not exactly the era of Google Docs and Wikipedia.
Word of mouth lore.
Word of mouth. Word of mouth. Just randomly break out into English accents the rest of the story.
You have to talk. How we have to talk like English the entire episode.
Oh my god, I couldn't get it through. I'd laugh so much. But by the time we get to the World War II era, that's also Australian. Okay, so we're getting to the World War II era. The pattern is impossible to ignore with this fucking chair. Airmen from nearby bases would go and drink at the pub, and they'd sit in Busby's chair, like as a dare, whatever. They're not returning from their missions after they're doing this. They're fucking around in the pub. They
Go
dare
get
you
back
to
and
go
murder.
sit in a chair.
Yeah.
I made them sound southern.
Dare go sit in the
It's
chair.
a chair. It could be. Maybe they're from the chair. So they're getting dared to sit over there, and then they're not returning from their missions. They are dying in combat. And this happened enough that the locals started calling it the dead man's chair and starting warning soldiers, like, don't sit in this.
Busby really is a dick.
He's a dick.
Kind of a dick.
He's a dick. So then we're getting into the 1960s and the 70s, and the body count gets extremely documented when we're starting to get into this era, you know? So here are some of the things that the chair may or may not be responsible for. A chimney sweeper sits in it, and he dies that same afternoon after falling into a hole at work.
That's a chair. Yeah, it's all chair.
So it's the chair. A roofer sits in it and falls through a roof and dies. A teenage delivery driver sits in it during lunch and then dies in a car crash on the drive home. 2 RAF men sit in it and then crash their truck into a tree.
Oh my gosh.
A builder sits in it and scaffolding collapses on him. A cleaning woman touches it while dusting and has a fatal brain hemorrhage the next day.
Wow.
It gets so bad that the pub owner starts physically moving the chair to like keep people away from it. But men are like allergic to listening, so that's not keeping
it's like
anybody away.
people would want to be there, sit on it more.
Yeah. And that's one of the points where you're like, okay, well, what do I do with it? Put it up in the attic? Probably should have just put it in the attic, honestly.
Yeah.
What are people going to do? Put it in the attic? Yes. Actually,
Save the
put
doll.
it in the attic.
See, she went to the attic. I don't go attic.
Put it in the attic.
Put it in the attic.
To the attic.
So I should just assume everything that's in my attic are things that the people before me thought were cursed. Just always assume if you move into some place or shit in the attic, that's what the cursed stuff would be.
Shit in the attic.
Shit in the attic.
So he doesn't actually move it to the attic, but he does move it to the basement because finally, after like one too many, like, I guess I didn't die jokes, that are turning into fucking funerals. The landlord.
It's not funny when like
the
people
landlord
you like
does.
love stuff. You're like, well, I don't want to hurt anybody.
Yeah,
Like obviously it's not
renamed his pub about it, but then
Yeah.
he's like, yeah, let's put it in the basement.
not safe.
And he just bans everybody from touching it.
Mhm.
So yeah, it's in the basement, but eventually the pub owner is just like, fuck this, like I gotta just get it out of here completely. I don't know why I'm putting it in the basement. So he calls the Thirsk Museum to come get this cursed fucking piece of furniture like out of his
that's
business.
That's smart. That's a good way to do it.
Yep.
Yep.
And the museum takes it, delighted, but they're smart enough to say, like, we're not going to make the same mistake. So they hang the chair up on the wall, like 6 feet in the air.
Oh, good idea.
So nobody can accidentally sit in it, brush past it, nothing.
No douchebag. Be like, oh, I'm gonna
sit in the chair. No, they're like, okay, we'll take it. It's going on the fucking ceiling. And that's where it is today. And, just like Robert the Doll, though, there's some bonus side lore floating around the edges. Again, I would like to cover them very briefly in case you read and you're like, that's not what I heard. So just if you look, you might see this. So one version says that he was sitting in that chair when they came to arrest him. And that's when he cursed it out of spite, not right before he died, but before he was arrested. And
oh my God. So this is how I see it then. When he's this is how I see it. You're pulling me out, be like, whoever sits in that chair, if I'm gone, fuck you.
If I'm gone.
Oh my God. So guys, if you're going to be arrested or you're about to die, curse the object that you are near.
Yeah, that's smart.
That's great. Do it.
Everybody.
Keep it alive.
We'll float them around everywhere.
Yeah.
Yep. So then there's another version that's super extra dramatic with the priest, where Busby supposedly curses the priest and the chair right before dying because he didn't want forgiveness.
Ooh.
Then there's this sort of energy lore version where there's the idea that Busby was such a nasty, like aggressive, heavy drinker that his energy basically soaked into the chair. And it became sort of imprinted with all that violence and anger surrounding the murder and the execution. And
I think most likely that. You hear that a lot for people who have done bad things. They kind of, a little purgatory type of deal. The only way I could say purgatory, I know that's very biblical, but it might not be that. And I'm using that just as an example, but very like, okay, you're kind of stuck here until you can figure out how to change that. And
yeah.
get yourself out of it, maybe.
Yeah,
You hear about that.
You never
So I
know.
can see, you
That
hear
could
about
be.
that
You
a
just
lot.
threw out another theory.
A really
so.
cool one, though, is I like the idea of the priest and him there. It just sounds badass. I just think of how bad of a motherfucker, like, they're gonna take you, like, fuck you, priest, fuck you, chair.
Yeah.
And you're being dragged
I
off.
don't
Like,
need your forgiveness.
I don't need your motherfucking forgiveness. That's badass. Like, that's just a cool way to go.
Yeah.
Like, if you're gonna go.
It is pretty badass.
Yeah.
You'd be like, all right, I won't fuck with that guy.
Yeah.
He's the real deal.
Yeah.
It could be. That is pretty cool.
That is a cool way to go.
But yeah, some people definitely lead into that like demonic angle, like
Mhm.
something attached itself to the chair because it witnessed all this trauma, yada yada yada. But again, that's like the spicy folklore,
Mhm.
not the museum verified stuff. But it's part of why the object is kind of one of the most famous don't fucking
Yeah.
like sit there items in the whole world. So yeah. That chair lived at the pub for almost 300 years.
Wow.
People kept sitting in it. People kept dying in
Mhm.
weird, too close together ways. And eventually the museum was like, yeah, this thing's not touching the ground.
That's a long time.
Yeah.
That's such a long time. That's an antique.
Yeah, totally.
That's crazy.
Which is what, yeah, if you're a museum curator, like, yeah, I want it. But
Yeah, absolutely.
it's going on the ceiling. So yeah, now it just hangs there. Nobody wants it anywhere near the butt.
Mhm.
And that's the story of the Busby Stoop,
Oh, that was awesome.
Dead Man's Chair,
Dead Man's Chair.
DMC.
DMC.
Fun.
So, we've got Robert's doll. We got James Dean's car. We got Busby's chair. Now we got the Hope Diamond.
The Hope Diamond.
You might know it from Titanic. It was never on the Titanic. That was James Cameron just trying to be really cool and make a cool story.
Yeah.
But the Hope Diamond, where you probably hear that if you don't know of its history, you probably know of this diamond just because it was in one of the most popular movies of all time, drawn on beautiful Kate Winslet's naked body.
And that was a masterpiece.
It was a masterpiece.
Yeah.
Like a James Dawson?
James Dawson.
Joe Dawson? What's Leonardo DiCaprio's name in the movie? Something Dawson?
Jack
Dawson.
Jack
Dawson?
Jack.
Original.
Never let go, Jack.
Never let go. Crunch. Bye. So we are doing the Hope Diamond. It is known as being one of the most cursed items in the world. I did not know this until we studied this, and it's pretty badass. So are you guys ready?
I'm ready.
Okay.
Hit it, girl.
Let's do it. So the Hope Diamond's first recorded history actually begins in 1666 when a French gem merchant named Jean-Baptiste purchased a raw Golconda stone in India. Now, sorry if I say that completely wrong. Golconda, Golconda. Now, this diamond, why you probably have never heard of it, is because it's one of the most extremely rare diamonds in the world. It's only found in a certain part of India. For over 2,000 years, these diamonds were known to be the finest diamonds of all time. Now, due to centuries of excessive mining, their production actually stopped in about 1830. So if you have one of these, it's like one of the rarest, most precious stones of all time.
That'd be cool.
Yes. So, fun fact about the Hope Diamond, the diamond she was made of formed on Earth approximately 1.1 billion years ago.
Wow. That's cool.
That is cool,
That's
right?
very cool.
Very cool, unique, beautiful stone.
Yeah.
Now, since the 1630s, Jean-Baptiste traveled yearly to India to find the rarest stones and bring them back. Now, somewhere between 1640 and 1667, we don't know, but he obtained a 115 carat, nearly the size of a man's fist, precious diamond of this diamond.
Wow.
Now, after cutting the gem, he created a large blue necklace that he ended up calling the French blue, or Le Bleu de France.
Le Bleu de France.
The Bleu de France. Now, most historians say that Jean-Baptiste bought this huge stone from a merchant, but there's been a history going around for that 30 years that he went to a Hindu temple and stole it from a Hindu temple. It was a part of an eye of a statue of one of their Hindu gods, cursing this stone for whoever got it.
That sounds pretty legit.
Yes. So I don't know. There's two different
don't?
stories to it. I don't,
I
don't,
knew
guys.
in my story.
It's the Hindu. It makes sense. The only thing that doesn't make sense to me, though, is this guy had a reputation for going every year and buying these stones. So why would he go and steal them if he obviously was... Unless he didn't have the money to get the stones that year and he went to the Hindu temple. Cursed it. I don't know.
I really think you didn't do your research.
That's true. I should have traveled. So John Baptiste having this...
Better than that.
I am better than this.
Sorry.
I'm sorry, guys. Letting you down. So John Baptiste, being this amazing gemist that would create these stones, sold this beautiful Le Bleu La France to King Louis XIV of France in 1668, along with 14 other large diamonds and several smaller ones. He was later, John Baptiste, killed by being mauled to death by dogs.
Wow.
Shortly after this. Shortly after selling his diamond. So the first, we're going to start going into like what is going on with the people connected to this.
Sure, yeah. This is where it starts to tumble. Yep.
So now King Louis XIV has it. So about 5 years of having this scone, he decided, I better do something with this. What?
Sorry. You said scone.
Scone.
It's made me want a scone. Ooh, yum, scone.
That does sound delicious. So 5 years later, King Louis XIV is like, I'm going to commission a jeweler and make me a piece to remember with all these stones. He took the large blue diamond that was already cut and he cut it in half, resulting into a 69-carat stone. Now, the guy who made this took 2 years to make the piece, resulting in a triangular shaped 69-carat size that looked like a pigeon egg. And that's what the king wore in like all these pictures and like very fancy ceremonial occasions.
Yeah.
So it's starting to change a little bit, but still that one diamond. So King Louis XIV could not catch a break through life. Now, even though his reign of 72 years and 110 days is the longest recorded history of any monarch, throughout his life, he had just problems. He suffered from symptoms from diabetes, recurring boils, fainting spells, gout, dizziness, hot flashes, headaches, and underwent like multiple painful operations. He had multiple children. Like, I'm talking about like a couple dozen. We don't even know because of so many mistresses. Yeah. All of them died except one in their childhood.
Wow.
It was believed it was just carrying a curse of him having this diamond. And he just never caught a break.
Damn.
Not only that, besides the king, multiple people who would wear this diamond, this beautiful piece, kept having bad things happen to them. So one of the king's many mistresses and mother of 7 of his children, Madame de Montespan, which I love her name, Montespan, started having issues. Now, the lady was sporting this diamond in public all the time. Like, she even has a picture, like, of her in this diamond, which is pretty fucked up because King was married and she found, like, him, like, having his mistresses painted in these beautiful diamonds that they owned. It was kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
And his wife was like, hey, that's not cool.
Yeah.
So what happened to Madame Montespan is, like, the Roman Catholic Church was like, you can't be drawing, like, sexy pictures of your mistresses, and totally like went against her.
Yeah.
And like exiled her and said, we're not going to follow the king anymore.
Yeah.
The woman who was wearing these diamonds in these pictures.
Yeah.
So Madame de Montespan was later accused of using witchcraft to stay ahead of King Louis's other lovers. Ooh. One of her accusers even alleged that she performed black masses, like a sacrilegion accusation that effectively like would destroy reputations. Like, oh, she's doing these masses and wearing this jewelry, and it was just...
Sounds like a badass bitch.
I know, she really does. Now, fearful of his reputation, the king stopped talking to her and, like, seeing her public for years. But when he retired to a convent, he started seeing her. And he even died at the age of 66. But it was just a terrible life for both of them.
Yeah.
Just terrible life. So, King Louis XIV died of gangrene 4 days before his 77th birthday. 77th. Now, upon his death in 1715, his title and his estate and all of his jewelry, including this blue diamond, was inherited to his 5-year-old great-grandson, King Louis XV. You guys heard that right. King Louis XV became king at only 5 years old.
Sounds about right.
Yes.
You know, especially after hearing shit with the... fucking our Pope episode, how young shit goes down.
And you've probably heard, like, we've talked about these kings.
Yeah.
But we have throughout those.
Yeah.
So you have to, guys, if you think of the Pope episode, how they were connected with the Catholic Church so much. So the
Yeah.
fact that the Catholic Church, like with this king, was like, we are not going to talk to you and like support you anymore because you're having your ladies being
Yeah.
dressed naked. Because they are like the pictures of her have like one tit out,
Yeah.
you know, and then like the heart
Oh, yeah.
diamond. So pretty
Love it.
badass.
Love it.
But they didn't like that. So
No bueno.
So just like his great-grandfather before him, King Louis XV just had a shitty situation, shitty life. Kept having multiple children died. Out of his 10 children, only 7 lived into adulthood, barely.
Wow.
King Louis XV actually got married at 15. But
Ooh.
yes, and he had a dozen illegitimate children. So there could have been more than that died. We don't know.
A dozen. A baker's dozen?
A baker dozen.
Regular dozen.
So he died a hated man, like hated, in May 1774 for just being a big old rich douchebag.
Big old dick.
Big old dick. And the diamond just went to the next douchebag,
Right.
Louis the 16th, and went with him to also have
Louis.
Oh, I miss that show.
Louis,
R.I.P. to Louis C.K. He's coming back a little bit, but R.I.P.
He has. I haven't given him the time of day yet, but I've seen him.
I need to hear more of the story because I don't know what he did so bad.
You don't?
I don't understand
Oh, wait.
it.
Okay, wait. What do you know?
I know that he was masturbating in front of people, but I've also heard like Sarah Silverman, who was his friend, was like, yeah, he masturbated in front of me once. But all the
Yeah.
girls say like he'd ask like, hey, can I masturbate in front of you?
Yeah.
And if they said no, he wouldn't just like
Yeah.
go.
I
But
thought there was at least one time that he did.
and maybe I am wrong, so I am sorry. But what
Maybe.
I keep hearing is that it is a lot of like, oh, this is gross and weird. Or maybe they felt like they had to stay there because they felt like, oh, this guy's bigger
Sure. Yeah.
than me.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a situation because of that, and that's not right either.
Yeah.
But I guess he like would ask and like do it. Then it's like if someone asks like, "Hey, can I masturbate in front of you?" I'd be like, "I don't really like that."
Yeah.
Or I guess like Sarah
Alright.
Silverman was like, then I just thought it was funny, and I'm like, "Oh, okay."
Fair. All right.
I wouldn't like
Yeah,
if someone
it's
masturbated
weird.
in front of me. Like that is so funny. I just
That is so funny. You wouldn't want to masturbate in front of me.
no.
Yeah. I'm gonna humiliate you.
Yeah, but maybe that's his thing. Everyone has
Maybe.
kinks, so
It
it
could
sounded
be.
like
As-
a kink that maybe he couldn't have with how big of a person he is.
Yeah, it very well could be.
And
We
I'm
don't
not
really
saying
know.
that's right. That's nothing against anybody because I don't
Yeah.
think there's any woman that came and said, did they say that he like? Because
Um,
I'm not hearing
it's
that.
all about yeah, it's all about consent, and I think there was at least one time possibly where I could be wrong too. It's
Yeah.
either that somebody didn't consent and he did it anyway,
Yeah.
or the exact thing you're saying is where like people felt like they couldn't say no.
Yeah, and that's not okay either. And if that's
And maybe he's but then what is his role in that? Does he
Yes.
know that about himself and he
Mhm.
still did it? In which case, yeah, that's shitty. Or was he just a big old dummy and didn't know?
Yeah, and it seems like everything's coming across as that.
Yeah,
So, and I don't know.
I don't know either.
So that's why I'm just like, but when I hear him explain it and I hear other people explain it, this is where I'm hearing it
Yeah.
as.
Yeah.
So I don't know. But I did love Louis. So
Louis. Yeah. Well, if
Great
nobody knew
comedian.
what we were talking about, yeah, Louis C.K.
yeah, Louis C.K., great
Comedian.
comedian.
Seen him live. That
Love
was really
or
cool.
nothing. Yeah, I've heard he's really good live.
He's very good. I think we had close to front row seats. I went.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've always liked him. He was one of
was
my
really
favorite.
good.
Love the art, not the artist. Until
Exactly.
we find out,
yeah,
right?
Yeah. All right, let's talk about these
Yeah.
other Louis.
So you probably know King Louis XVI and his wife Marie Antoinette, one of the most famous, socialites and, part of that whole crew. Again, if you know her, it's like those two were cursed too. King Louis XVI was found of treason and executed by guillotine. His wife Marie Antoinette was executed 9 months later by like a mob. The Queen's lady-in-waiting, Marie Therese, Princess de la Belle, was also known to wear the diamond. Just like her, she was murdered in public. Like every person
Wow.
who had this
Yeah.
throughout history had either a terrible life or just murdered. So even if the curse wasn't there yet,
Yeah.
it's getting some bad vibes on that diamond.
Yeah.
Everyone that's wearing it is having a problem.
What is a lady in waiting?
A lady-in-waiting is like kind of like a virgin.
So the Queen has a virgin?
I think so. Here, yes, there's like the ladies and like follow them and are like supposed to be for like socialite men, right? Hold on.
Lady in waiting.
Yeah, attends a queen or princess.
Attends. Okay.
But they're supposed to be like, I
So
don't
it's
know
the
if it's
help.
still
It's
like
a version
this.
of the help, a lady in waiting.
A proper lady, if you know what I mean.
Okay.
That's
If
supposed to
you
be.
know what I mean.
And I'm saying, like, these people, the last people who were wearing these things were completely tortured. Like, their heads were cut off and they were put in, like, pikes around town. Like,
yeah.
everyone that touched this diamond. Now, during all this violence, the jewels of the royals had been turned over to the new government. Like, okay, all this property, because the people took over and really just fucking tore their government apart, which was kind of badass.
A little bit.
But this diamond, the new government didn't get it. They believed it was stolen by mobs of people just going in and taking diamonds, which happened at that time. And then all of a sudden it completely disappeared.
Yeah.
So what happened?
And that's it.
Well, no, it came back.
Yeah, okay, it came back.
It came back.
Okay.
But there was many dozens of years where they're just like, we cannot find this beautiful, huge diamond that's been worn for how many kings now and ladies in waitings and everything like that. You know, one of the most famous diamonds in the world. So during the missing years, a Dutch diamond cutter named William Fell somehow obtained the stolen diamond.
Okay.
We don't know how. We don't know.
He came upon it.
He came upon it. Now, he recut the stone to hide the jewel's identity. So, again, third time, this diamond is completely cut to what we know it as today, to the 45-carat diamond necklace that's in the shape of a heart.
Okay.
So, it's the third.
Sure.
The third
Iteration.
time.
Third
Yes.
iteration of this stone.
So, just like everyone else, his life just went to shit as soon as he got this diamond, even though he had the most rarest diamond in the world. William's son Hendrik stole the diamond from his father to pay off debts and completely destroyed William. History states that he died in grief and alone, and Hendrik Falls later, the person who stole it, killed himself in 1830.
Damn.
So each person.
Yeah.
Now we got
tragic.
Tragic. Next one. Who's the next person who owns the diamond? Francis Below was the man Hendrik sold this rare piece to, this stolen piece to, and completely decided to, put it out there. I'm going to go to London. And he was like going to France, like going to different places, trying to sell the piece for what he can get.
Okay.
That is when he found a jeweler in France named Bolie. But when Bolie went to go pay him for his diamond, he went and the guy was dead.
Oh.
The curse continued.
Okay.
So immediately after he got the diamond.
Bolie did?
Bolie, yeah. No, Bolie came in to pay for the diamond. Yeah. Like, oh, you have the Hope diamond. I'm going to go pay for it. He went in, the guy who had it, who he's buying it from, was dead.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, not the son. The guy who the son sold it to. So we're at the fourth person now on those men.
Oh, okay.
So it's just every person who has it, and they're trying to sell it to the next person, give it to the next person, dies a tragic, tragic death.
Yeah.
So, in the meantime, during all that time, the public was still unaware of the whereabouts of this. They still thought it was gone. This was all under. It wasn't documented till 1812 that the Hope Diamond was actually in London, England, that we know for sure.
Okay.
Now, he described that the stone weighing over 45 carats was in possession of the London diamond merchant, Daniel Elias, and he put the gem up for sale.
Okay.
Now, because of its size and unusual color, the stone suggested that it be recut, which they knew 10 years previous. He sold it to a jeweler immediately named Daniel Ellison right after Daniel Ellison committed suicide.
Okie dokie then.
Yes. Every single person. So now it's 1822. And the diamond actually went back to the royals and was now owned by King George IV. So back in the family, they somehow got it back. And he actually commissioned a picture of himself wearing the jewel. But like everyone who also owned it, bad juju. He died in 1830. He was hammered in debt, died alone. All of his personal effects he had to sell, including the diamonds.
Yeah.
And no records existed of it after that for a long time again.
Yep. Wow.
It wasn't until 1839 when a large blue diamond appeared in a gem catalog owned by Henry Philip Hope, a London banker. He's the one who named it, as we know today, the Hope Diamond.
Kind of a cocky of him.
Right? This is the Hope Diamond. It's been around for over 200 years.
This is the Dini
on
Diamond.
Royals. Murdering everyone.
Oh my god.
That owns it. Like half the people who owned it took their lives. The other half were killed by random mobs.
Yeah.
The one guy was mauled by a dog.
Yeah.
Like everyone.
Every single person.
Every single person. So the Hope Diamond did stay with the Hope family for multiple generations. In 1894, Lord Francis Hope met American concert hall singer May Yohe, and the two married the same year. But by the time they married, Hope was nearly bankrupt, just like the last person who owned it. Still, the pair ignored their financial problems and lived lavishly, went around, and selling everything they have so they could live this fancy lifestyle. So they were borrowing money, going further in decline, but they had this diamond still.
Mm-hmm.
So by 1900, they made a tour of the world, and on their way home, they met a captain. And Yohe completely fell in love with this captain, was like, I'm going to leave you for this guy
Damn.
and go marry this other guy because you're just poor. The following year, he claimed bankruptcy, lost his foot in a hunting accident, and divorced May Yohe. In 1901, Lord Francis Hope sold the diamond to pay off his debts, and he died again, just like the last person poor and alone, in 1941.
Sad.
It's so sad to have the rarest diamond, and like somehow every single person lost everything.
Yeah.
It's
Yep.
so sad.
And it doesn't seem to matter how long or short you have it for.
No.
It's totally random if it takes you immediately or not.
Like the most precious thing in the world, and look at what happens to your life. Like
Mhm.
you have enough money, the most precious thing in the world, but all these people are dying alone.
Yeah.
It's sad. So in 1901, Lord Francis Hope, who has had this in his family forever, but again, tragedies and needs the money, decides to sell the stone to Eldulf Wheel, a London jewel merchant, who in turn sold it to a diamond dealer, Simon Franklin, in New York, for $148,000. In today's money, because I want to check what that was, $5,708,000.
Wow.
In 1901.
That's like how much James Dean's car was at one point, right? $5 million?
Well, that's how much it is now.
Yeah.
Like, that's a whole thing of that much money back then.
Yeah.
Crazy. We didn't
Yeah.
have billionaires back then. Being a millionaire was insane.
Yeah.
You know? So allegedly, the first to purchase it was a French banker, Jacques Collet, who bought the Hope Diamond from Simon Frankel. But a short time later, guess what happened to Collet? Took his life.
Yep.
Just like everyone else.
Damn.
Afterwards, it was sold to a Russian prince, Ivan, who loaned it to his lover, actress Laurence Ledoux. The first time she wore the diamond on stage, she was shot by a man in the audience.
Fuck.
First time wearing it.
Wow.
Just a few weeks later, Prince Ivan was stabbed to death in Paris by Russian revolutionaries.
So is nobody's putting this together yet?
Not yet.
As it's happening? Yeah.
How does it not?
Right?
Like,
I want to know the history of something that expensive I'm getting.
Yeah, exactly. And you probably do. Like, this king, you probably think, oh, these kings had it, and this prince had it. Like, Marie Antoinette had it.
Yeah.
Like, it's so many important, like, socialites. Like, May Yeon, she was a famous American actress who fell in love with the prince and left her, Like, these are huge people in society.
Yeah, yeah. How are you not putting this together yet?
They're not. They're just think, oh, this is just another maybe huge diamond that we own.
Yeah.
I don't know. So the following person to acquire it was a Greek jewel broker named Simon. I'm going to say this name completely wrong, Morcharitz, who acquired the stone in 1908.
Okay.
Now, he quickly sold the diamond to Habib Bey, a Persian diamond merchant. On the night of the deal, he accidentally drove his carriage off the road, killing himself, his wife, and his child.
Damn, almost got rid of it.
I know. Right? And that's the second person.
He had it briefly too,
And that's the second time in its history that the person goes to pay the person and goes, and the person happens to be dead.
Yeah.
So that's crazy. So afterward, Habib Bey quickly sold the stone because I think he was like, hold on, something's wrong.
He's maybe the first one that's like, yeah.
Yeah. And he sold it to the Sultan of Turkey, Habib Hamid II, within months, Habib Bey drowned in a French steamer in 1909.
Wow. Too bad. Damn.
Didn't know?
Didn't know.
I like how they're just like passing it on, like.
Yeah. Doesn't matter how long you have it.
No, not only that, Abdul Hamid II, the Turkish guy who drowned, was known as Abdul the Dam, gave the Hope Diamond to his favorite mistress, Selma Zabeba. Now, a few months later, Selma was stabbed and killed by a low-level official for treachery and was tried for trying to steal the diamond.
For what?
Trying to steal the diamond.
Oh, wait, is that treason?
Treason, yeah.
Okay, I was going to say, wait, there might be another term I don't know of that is involving jewelry.
Yep. So she was stabbed. A thief she was working with named Jahara Aga was caught and hung and tortured.
Wow.
Another man named Adu Sabar, who was tasked with polishing the stone, also fell ill and was tortured and executed later that year. Just for cleaning it.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Can't even get that bitch clean.
You can't even clean it. Lock that shit away.
Don't you dare bring this on my fucking property.
No. So shortly after the incident, Abdul Hamid II was overthrown during the Young Turks Rebellion of April 1909. The Sultan was later captured and imprisoned. Legend has it that the mob took the stone and then like strangled him to death.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know. A lot of murders.
A lot, just to say the least.
Yeah. So now it's 1910, and it's been some rough years for anyone who has ever owned this diamond. I literally went through the what we know who has owned this diamond step by step, hand by hand. Yep. Everyone dies terribly. So the next person, Pierre Cartier, a French jeweler who once owned one of the most respected firms in Paris, London, New York, owned that diamond. That year, Cartier tried to sell it to the American mining heiress and socialite Evan Walsh McLean. Now, May Yohe, who you probably remember, tried to warn, like, Evelyn before she bought it, like, girl, do not buy, because they all ran the social circus, do not buy this piece. It is cursed. Yeah. Like, something's going on. Yeah. But she did in 1911.
She listen.
She didn't. She actually bought it. She did have a priest bless it when she bought it, it sounds like.
Interesting.
Which, so maybe she believed in it, but she would laugh it off like it was a joke. But obviously she listened a little bit.
Yeah.
She bought it in 1911 for $180,000, which I checked for today's terms is $6,138,492.
Wow.
So these are rich bitches.
Yeah.
Own this diamond.
Yeah.
Now, even though Evelyn joked of the curse and like all of her friends were crazy, till the end of her life, she had numerous tragedies. Shortly after she got the diamond, her mother-in-law died. In 1919, her 9-year-old son, Vincent, ran in front of a car and was killed. In 1929, her husband, Edward McLean, went off with another woman and even claimed to have married her.
No.
Her husband, Edward, was very popular. He owned the Washington Post, but he went bankrupt shortly after.
Wow.
Even though he inherited it and had it for 30 years.
Yeah.
The same year, Edward was declared legally insane due to a brain injury brought on by alcoholism. The court ordered that he be committed to a psychiatric hospital. He was never released and died in 1941. In 1946, Evelyn's only daughter died of an accidental overdose of sleeping pills at the age of 25. And that following year, she died of pneumonia at the age of 60.
Wow. They had it for a while.
They did.
That's a couple decades, right?
Yep. And terrible decades.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep. And just like everyone else, guys, even though she was in all these rich places, she also died deeply in debt, had nothing, so much that her children had to sell the Hope diamond upon her death to pay off some of her debts.
Wow.
Crazy that these people are $6 million just throwing a diamond and they die with nothing.
Yeah.
So in 1949, her jewel collection was sold in New York to a diamond merchant named Harry Winston. In addition to the Hope diamond, the collection also included a 94.8 carat Star of the East diamond, the 15 carat Star of the South diamond, a 9 carat green diamond, and a 31 carat diamond, also known as McLean diamond. These are like the most famous necklaces of all time that this woman collected.
Sure. Yeah.
And she died with nothing. I don't know. Sell one of those necklaces, bitch.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Jesus.
Yeah. So for the next 10 years, Winston took the home diamond and would just bring it to exhibits and like charitable events so people could see it. In November of 1958, Winston donated the Hope diamond to the Smithsonian, which it still stays at today in the National Jewelry Collection.
Wow.
So you can go see it. So it's been there since 1958.
Yeah.
Today, the Hope diamond, described as the most famous diamond in the world, is exhibited in the Harry Winston Room in the Hall of Geology, Gems, and Minerals of the Natural History Museum. I did that. Lots of G's.
All right. That's
lots of G's. It's in Washington, D.C.,
yeah.
which I hope to visit one day, and I would love to go see the Hope diamond. That would be...
The whole Smithsonian would be amazing.
Oh, my God, so much. I want to go in the back rooms where they have, like, every single animal that we know, like, drawing their bodies and stuff, so you can, like, actually see them.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God. It's so cool.
That's a whole weekend event. Like a whole weekend. You're
Oh,
going every
yeah.
day.
I need to go to Washington, D.C. and have a good amount of time for all the
Tickets are
things
pretty
I want to
cheap
see.
there.
They are. Yeah.
Ow.
I need to.
Your little nails.
So the Hope Diamond today was last reported to be worth $250 million.
Holy fuck.
Would I ever want to own it? Hell no.
No.
So that is the curse of the Hope Diamond and every single person who's ever owned it.
Wow. That is a terrifying piece of geology.
Yeah. And like backstories, like people do say like who work in the Smithsonian in the rooms with these do say that they do experience like they feel a darkness
Really?
off it.
Interesting.
Yeah,
I'd
like
be curious to know.
It's a darkness
Yeah.
coming from it. Like it's tragic.
Just
it's
like
every
Robert the
person.
doll,
Yeah.
encased in glass, so you're safe, but
Yep.
it's just stewing in there.
It is.
Waiting for its next victim.
Yeah. And it makes sense that he used the Hope Diamond as in the Titanic movie.
Yeah.
Like it is a good one because it was a tragic thing after she got the diamond, like everything that happened to her.
That's true.
So it makes sense that he would choose the Hope Diamond as such a big thing of the movie. It's good she threw that shit in. But look at she threw it in, she died.
That's true.
She died in the movie.
She did at an old age.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, so I didn't know that before it went to the Smithsonian, it was Harry Winston who sold it or donated it to them. That's cool. So wait, when you had mentioned Cartier, is that in like the Cartier?
Yes.
Jewelry company, basically.
Absolutely. Did
anything happen to the Cartier?
Yes. The person who owned it did commit suicide.
That's the one who okay.
Oh, that's what they're all. It was one.
Well, that's the one.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. Yeah. So some big jewelry names.
Big jewelry names. Like it was the only.
But Winston, nothing happened to Winston. He's the only one.
He's the only one. Instead of just passing around to rich asshole, maybe it's because it's getting to be showed off for the beauty that it is.
Yeah.
I don't know. I would love to know what Hindu temple they think they took it from.
Yeah, that's
because that would explain a lot.
I like that story of it coming out as like a piece of the eye.
Yes.
Like that's creepy as fuck.
I know. And if you find one of those, keep an eye out at antique shops for kind of weird blue diamonds because there's so much of those diamonds. Like it took so long when this was selling like in the depths of rich people where no one knew about it.
Yep.
There's all those pieces of that diamond. So it was 100 and something carats and now it's at 46, which is still gigantic ass diamond.
Yeah.
But there was a lot more that was made into other jewelry that's out there that no one knows where that is.
Yeah. You think it's also all of them have
Maybe
a little
it is. We don't know.
I know.
You probably don't even think about it. Maybe your mom has like a wedding ring with like a little diamond in it and you don't think, oh my God.
And you can put it two and two together, you know? Who knows? Maybe someday we'll find out. And it could be after we're dead. Our daughters find out.
That would be cool.
Wouldn't that be cool?
Yeah.
Maybe they'll carry on this podcast and be like, we have an update.
We got an update.
From our mom's episode.
We found a diamond.
That'd be so cute.
That would be.
God, I hope they take over.
That would be super cool.
God damn, the Hope Diamond.
Hope Diamond.
That again, one of those things where I've heard about it, I've known it's a thing, never did a deep dive.
No.
I'm loving this.
Me too. It's a good episode. There's blankies out there if you want one to wrap yourself around.
Good. Keeps me exhilarated.
There are offices that do that will keep it cold for their employees. I'm like, you're just an asshole.
That is kind of a dick move.
So it keeps them awake. Gross.
When I was pregnant, I used to reserve conference rooms to nap in. I would leave for an hour. And I was like worked at the front desk. Like there's no reason that I would need to reserve a conference room.
Well, it's not like you're doing it over someone else. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And like, technically it wasn't a conference room. It was a phone room. So it was like a one-person phone room. We had tons of them. And I would just fucking sleep. There was bean bags in there. I just sleep on a bean bag. I was like 9 months pregnant.
Sounds wonderful.
Paid for nap time.
Yeah.
Anyway, I forgot what we were talking about.
Well, it's ready to go into your stories.
Ready to go into my stories.
We got more stories, guys.
We do. Okay.
We got 4 big ones, but then Nicole did some awesome fun deep diving into some other ones.
So we did 4 stories about famous objects. We did, I was going to say Peter, Thomas, Robert the Doll.
Robert the Doll.
We did Robert the Doll, James Dean's car, the Busby Stoop, and the Hope Diamond.
Mhm.
Now we're going to go into a couple Reddit stories from people who have owned haunted objects.
Yes.
So, real
Which
life
you hear
stories,
about a lot.
real life people.
Yeah, you hear about it a lot. You hear about like buying antique furniture or anything like that, and all of a sudden stuff comes with it.
Yeah, there's always a risk when you go
Energy.
thrifting, antiquing. You just don't know.
You don't know.
You don't know. So before we jump into these, here's a little legal disclaimer.
Mhm.
We didn't write these. We're just here to read them and panic about them.
Mhm.
They're public posts. We credit the users, and if anyone ever wants theirs removed, just DM us. Like,
Mhm.
we got you. So this story is about Violet the doll.
Ooh, named after your
Named
daughter.
after my daughter.
Nice.
This is from Reddit user Abandoned Explorer 21. And this is what they say about Violet the doll. I got this doll at a yard sale. It caught my eye as I was driving past it. It was on a chair with a piece of paper taped to its chest that said, "Haunted, take it, it's free." I found it funny and asked the owner why she thought it was haunted. She told me she bought it at the thrift store after her daughter was begging for it. As they were driving back home, her daughter gave her the name Violet. The next day, she hears another girl's voice arguing with her daughter in the living room. Very,
No.
very Robert the doll.
Very don't let your kids talk to dolls. Be a terrible parent.
Right? She went to check on her and saw that her daughter was sitting on the couch watching TV with Violet beside her. She asked her who she was talking to, and she said Violet. A week later, while her daughter was at a friend's house, she begins hearing a little girl's voice coming from her daughter's bedroom. She goes to check and sees Violet sitting in the middle of the room. She grabs Violet, puts her on the bed, and walks out. It's kind of creepy in the middle of the room, unless your
Yep.
daughter left it there, but I guess you don't know for sure.
Mhm.
As she begins to walk towards the kitchen, she tells me she saw the magnetized letters on her refrigerator spell out "Hi."
Wow.
That's creepy.
That is super creepy.
Then a music box in her living room starts to play, and the door to her daughter's room slams shut. Creepy as fuck.
Creepy.
She grabbed her keys and left the house in a hurry. She waited outside until her husband came back home. When they open the door, they see Violet in the living room sitting on the coffee table in front of one of her daughter's coloring books. As her husband takes one step inside, the pages of the book start to flip frantically by itself until it flies across the room. After that, her husband grabbed Violet and threw her in the shed, where it stayed until the morning of their yard sale.
I feel good about a shed throw.
Shed throw? It's
Yeah.
far enough away?
Yeah. Different building. I feel
different
different building. Get it out of your house.
Different building.
Yep.
I agree. That's a little better. She looked at me in the eyes and said, "Take it. We don't want it in our lives anymore." And I was sold.
Mhm.
So I was skeptical, but I loved the story. Plus, it was free. I took it home and placed it right beside my bed on the nightstand. Almost a month went by without experiencing anything until one night I felt someone sit at the foot of my bed. I turned the lights on but didn't see anything. I live alone with no pets, so I was startled. A couple days later, I was in the kitchen making a sandwich when I heard a disembodied girl's voice whisper, "Hey," right over my shoulder. I ran towards the corner of the living room, grabbing my chest because it felt like my heart was going to explode. Later that night, as I was laying on my couch, I hear giggling coming from my bedroom. I get up, walk inside, and see Violet sitting on my bed. I was creeped out. I always keep her on the nightstand, and there she was on my bed. At this point, I started to believe the woman's story, so I bought an EMF detector. I have seen them
Ooh, I
being
like it.
used, on
Like
ghost
it.
shows, so I thought I'd give it a try. I put it near Violet and got constant high readings from her. I was so intrigued, so I bought a spirit box in an attempt to try to continue to communicate with her. After 2 weeks of nothing but static from the spirit box, I finally got a "Hi," followed by "Get the thing." I was excited, so I went back to the previous owner. I told her about my experiences and investigation on Violet. I asked if there's anything that the doll might have been attached to. She told me that maybe it was the music box that went off. I asked her if she still had it, and she gave it to me, which I'm assuming that was the thing.
Yeah.
Get the thing, get the music box.
Oh, so yeah, thinking she's asking for something that she had.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hi,
Okay.
get the thing.
Mhm.
So, about a week of on and off spirit box sessions, I finally got a girl's laugh, followed by something that sent a chill down my spine. A man's voice that said, devil. Immediately, I thought of the theory of demons disguising themselves as little girls in order to get you into a vulnerable state. I didn't want to take the chance, so I grabbed the doll and threw it outside onto my backyard.
Yeah.
Just chucked it.
Oh yeah, anything that says like devil,
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck that. Soccer ball, kick it out of my window.
It reminds me of that guy from one of our first Show Us Your Booze episode that had the arrowhead and just chucked it out the window.
He's like, nope.
Nope. Just noped it
Not
right out of
today.
there. Yeah. So I grabbed the doll, threw it outside onto my backyard. It landed face first. The next morning, I decided to take the doll and put it into a storage unit. I open the back door and I see it sitting down a few feet closer to where it landed, staring right back at me. I grabbed it and put it in storage. Now it's been about 2 weeks and the activity has stopped, but I haven't been able to stop thinking about Violet. I have this urge to open the storage room, close the door behind me, and do another spirit box session.
Gutsy.
Yeah. My gut tells me not to do it because I may be messing with something evil and I don't want to risk having an attachment. So for now, I'll go with my gut feeling and leave her in there.
Oh wow. Yeah.
That is the
It's
Reddit
hard.
story.
I don't know if I would do it by myself. I'd almost want a professional if it got to that extent, or if it was like
Yeah.
start demon shit.
Yeah.
Like,
That's
I'd
when I
fe-
would call in a professional.
Yeah, that's even though I would like to do it by myself, that'd be the one time I would be like, okay, I think I need someone else here to
Yeah.
kind of have a backup too.
Totally.
You
That's
know.
what I would want.
Yeah.
And there is a picture of Violet too, so I'll post it as long as nobody tells us
Yeah.
to take it down. Anyway,
Yeah.
so yeah, that's the story. Violet
Oh,
the doll.
crazy.
Yep.
Crazy. Yeah, I appreciate the first person. Well, we don't know who the first person was, but I appreciate the person who put it out and actually wrote a sign on it.
Yeah.
Instead of just being an asshole and not doing that, and the person starts having bad luck and can't attach to something to do something about
Yeah,
it.
doesn't know why. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, who knows? They could have it for decades and not know.
Oh yeah, who had
You
it
know?
before them? How old is this doll? We don't
Yep.
know.
She looks pretty fucking creepy. I'll show you.
Ooh, let me
I'll show
see.
you a picture.
Oh yeah, she's super haunted looking. She's beautiful though.
She's beautiful. She's in
I
great
love.
shape.
Yeah, I love her outfit.
Yeah.
That's
She looks
really
like she got
cute.
attitude.
Yep,
Yep.
she's a beauty.
It's Violet the doll. So that's our first Reddit story about a haunted object. And I have another one from Reddit user Guitar Galaxy. And they say, has anyone had a strange experience with a piece of furniture, another item after you brought it into your home? When my parents got married in 1947, they purchased a lot of furniture from an estate sale that belonged to a doctor. Long story short, there was a particular couch included in this lot. It was a nice old couch, and my mom placed it in the front room of our house. We only used that room on holidays and such because of where all of the nice furniture was, and at Christmas time. We would take pictures and put the tree up in there when I was a kid. Also, my dad had the house built, and we were the only people who ever lived there. It's a good backstory,
Mhm.
in case you're wondering what's the
Not
history of the
extras,
house.
yeah.
Yep. As a child, that front room was so nice and peaceful to spend time in. When I became older, the room took on another feeling about it. It was so heavy and thick that you could feel something telling you to get out of there. We would often see a gray human-like form standing in the doorway leading to that room. We would notice something out of the corner of our eye and take a look at the doorway. Whatever it was starting to materialize just standing there. Things like this would go on for years. Friends and other families would notice it too when they would come over for a visit. You had to pass by that room to lock the front door. Sometimes it was all I could do to just go by the room itself because of the dark presence in there. It was downright spooky and disturbed us for many years. The weird thing about it was the dark presence was only associated with that front room. Nowhere else in our home was ever a dark, disturbing feeling or presence. We never knew what it was until many years later after I had moved out. Okay.
Wow.
Coffee break. Okay. My brother and I were talking on the phone one day, and he said that the old front room does not feel strange anymore. I thought that was weird in itself because of so many years of the bad feeling in there. When I went to visit on vacation back in 2008, I arrived at nighttime to my dad's house. My brother was there, and after saying hello for a few minutes, the first thing I did was go into that front room. I asked my brother to leave the light out. That was something I would have never done growing up.
I love it's the first thing he did.
Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah, totally.
When you get
right?
home, you gotta do that business.
Oh, yeah.
Check
Get
it out.
straight to business.
Yep.
Yep. Yeah, and he's like, yeah, don't turn on the light,
Mhm.
you know. Sure enough, as I went into the dark room, it was most pleasant and peaceful. The air was clear and no feeling of fear whatsoever, even right there in the dark. I asked my brother to turn the light on, and the first thing I noticed was that that old couch was gone. I asked my brother what had happened to it, and he said Dad gave it to someone at his church who needed a couch.
Oh no.
Here it goes.
Here it goes.
That was the first time we ever thought of the strange presence being associated with that couch. Which is kind of, yeah, that
Mhm.
I mean, we know about it now,
Yeah.
but like, yeah, as he's going through it, they just thought it was
Didn't
the
connect it.
room.
Yeah.
Yeah, that room in general.
I'd be like at church, like, "Hey, buddy,
Yeah.
I was gonna tell you something."
Yeah, they say I can only feel sorry for the people who have that thing in their house now.
Mhm.
We found out later that the doctor who all of their furniture belonged to enjoyed children, and I assume he hated teenagers and adults, and maybe that's why it felt so nice and pleasant in there as a child.
Mhm.
But I'm only guessing.
Oh, I'm like exact opposite. I'd be the difference in my furniture if I died. I'd be like kicking the kids out. I'd be like teenagers and adults.
Kids only.
Kids own.
Otherwise, I'm just a dick who's like
Yeah.
manifesting itself, like, keep out of this
Yeah.
room. So yeah, that was a fun one from Guitar Galaxy.
Oh, that's awesome.
I'm just realizing that I don't know if I was gendering them in the story, but if I was, I didn't mean to. I don't know if it was,
Yeah.
I tried to say they, but sorry, Guitar Galaxy, if you read this and I misgendered you. So those are the Reddit stories
Those are awesome.
I have of people owning items. Now, to close out, I would like to just go through some current available listings of haunted items
Yes.
that are available now. As long as you are listening to this in December of 2025, they are available.
Or there's probably something similar, but if we don't know.
We don't know. We will link you to these, so if
Yeah.
you would like to purchase them, they're available. So, first item I'm going to cover is a doll named Rhonda. This is sold on Etsy by Fugitive Cat Creations. It is an 18-inch Mattel 1970s Saucy Expressions doll.
Oh, I love the name.
Saucy Expressions.
Saucy Expressions.
It's listed as a rare vessel, paranormal, creepy, messes with minds, and anger. So think of those as like hashtags to like
Yeah.
sell this item. That's what they put. Search results.
Ooh, I don't know if I want that type of creepy doll energy though. Like if you're gonna get a creepy doll, I want like a nice creepy doll.
A nice one? Yeah, this one, anger.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Mess with my mind.
Yep.
I don't want a creepy doll mess with my mind.
Rhonda is listed as being a rare find. Her original price is $159.99, but right now it's on sale for $103.99 if you're interested.
Yeah.
And this is Rhonda's description from the seller. She says, "Another hell nah. Rhonda is one of those spirits that really pulled at me, and I had to keep trying to fix her for years. She doesn't want to heal. She doesn't want to be fixed. She is mad at the world, and she is powerful in this emotion. She was found by a paranormal investigator in Ohio. He sent us the doll after he tried to, quote unquote, make friends with her and kept getting scratched and finding the doll all over his house. The last straw was when he came home from work and found her on the floor in the kitchen. The back door was wide open, and he said he had felt as if a hurricane had come through that door. The wind hit him in the chest so hard he had to catch his breath. Everyone told him it was weather, and because it had been stormy, but he knew it was her. Today, when I told her she was leaving, I opened up my Gmail account that I've had since I was very, very young, and an old email." Dog.
She an old lady, guys.
Oh, little lady.
She an old lady and she's a little overweight.
You're coming,
Yeah.
coming to say hi. That's fine.
She's a little marshmallow.
So, okay. I opened up my Gmail account that I've had since I was very young, and an old email from my old divorce lawyer regarding my first divorce was in my inbox as if it were brand new. My lawyer has been dead for at least 15 years. His office is closed, and I have been divorced for at least 28 years.
Oh,
It was
wow.
so weird. We have been getting glitches on all sorts of things all day, and I know it's her. She will tell you she was abused by her parents and killed by them, but I know how this sounds. I just do not believe her. I think she killed her parents, but how can I prove that? It's just a feeling I get. She is not a 7-year-old little girl either. She lies. I do not like Rhonda at all. Good riddance. And may the odds ever be in your favor. She communicates well, but she will scare you, scratch you, mess with your head, and try to hurt your feelings. So F her.
Rhonda.
About the doll, kind of like I said, she is a rare Mattel Saucy Expressions doll from the 70s. She stands on her own, doesn't need a doll stand. Sorry about her price. She is a rare find and goes for quite a bit on eBay. On the bright side, if she wrecks your life, you could always sell her to one of those bitchy Karen type women, Mattel collectors, for more than whatever you paid for her. That is the perfect hex vessel for that kind of situation. And that's Rhonda.
Oh, Rhonda.
We'll post a picture of
You
Rhonda.
sound like a bitch.
Sound like a fucking bitch.
I know.
We'll leave you the
Good
link
riddance, Rhonda.
if you want to buy Rhonda. She looks
Kind of a
pretty-
steal.
Oh, she looks pretty freaking creepy.
Oh, Rhonda.
Rhonda.
Oh, I love her.
She looks special.
She's very cute. The forehead's a lot.
Forehead's a lot. I'd venture to say that's a 5 head, maybe a 6 head.
That is.
Hopefully she can't haunt me through the computer
No.
because I'm talking a lot of shit about Rhonda.
We are talking a lot of shit about Rhonda.
We are. So if you'd like her, let us know if you buy her.
Yeah, please
know?
let us know.
Please
Tell
let
us
us know.
updates.
So the next listed item for sale is this dog. Is this dog?
What is this dog?
Leia is now for sale because she keeps making noises while recording.
Oh, she's more than the Hope Diamond, though. She'd sell for a lot.
She's just a little old lady.
Little lady.
Little old lady. Okay. Next doll for sale. This is Baby Sarah. This is actually from the same seller as Rhonda.
Oh, so she must be a collector.
She's a collector.
Just getting rid of the bitchy one.
Yep, I think she sells dolls for a living,
Mhm.
haunted or not. So Baby Sarah is also listed as a rare find. Her original price, $79.99. Right now, she's on sale for a cool $51.99.
Oh, she's cheap.
Very doable.
Very doable, Sarah.
Baby Sarah haunted doll, 8-inch composition jointed baby doll vessel, silk handmade outfit, paranormal, Hartford Circus Fire 1944. So this is her description of Baby Sarah. All right, Sarah's vessel was found in Hartford, Connecticut. It was a typical mommy send-in where a woman picked up the doll in an antique shop and quickly realized something's weird. She was terrified of the doll, and I had to talk her out of throwing it in the fire. I finally got her to mail the vessel to me. I had a feeling this one was going to be a little kid, and she is. Sarah is 2, maybe 2.5 forever, but you would never know it from the size of her personality. Sarah is pure sunshine in toddler form. Curious, fearless, loud, and absolutely convinced the world was made for playing in. Peanut butter jars get unscrewed. Toys get placed all over the house. Crayons roll off tables by themselves. She leaves tiny handprints in the steam on my bathroom mirror. We just laugh and clean it up because the joy she spills everywhere is worth every little toy we'll be finding after she leaves.
A lot nicer.
Isn't that
Don't
sweet?
get rid of Sarah.
Sarah, she's got to find a new home though.
Oh.
That's why she's listed. So if you like Sarah, here's more about her. Sarah is a serious mood lifter. When she's happy, the whole house feels lighter. She was the miracle baby of a Hartford family in 1942, born when her mother was 45 and the doctors had long since stopped expecting more children. Sarah arrived small with lungs that didn't quite work right and legs that never quite straightened. By the summer of 1944, she wore tiny metal braces under her white socks and could only toddle a few steps before her mama scooped her up. That's how she went to the circus on July 6th. Riding on her mother's hip, pink coat buttoned even though it was 95 degrees, bonnet ribbons fluttering, she never made it home. Neither did her mother. She remains unnamed and unclaimed, a victim of the Hartford Circus Fire, buried without a name.
Oh, that's sad.
Isn't that sad? Her mother was also unnamed. Nobody missed them, she says.
Yeah.
Nobody knew they had been at the circus that day. It makes no sense. Sometimes, very late, we hear her having one-sided conversation in the sweetest, lisping voice. Mama, up! Her
Oh,
mother,
maybe they're together in the doll.
that's what she's saying.
Yeah.
She says her mother is still with her.
Mm-hmm.
We can't hear her replies, but Sarah giggles at them like it's the best game ever. We think that's why she's never afraid or never angry. She's still holding her mother's hand on the other side of the veil. Sarah is loud in the most wonderful ways. Child-sized footprints patter across hardwood when no living child is in the house. Toys fly off shelves like they're suddenly grown wings. The antique children's books open themselves to the brightest pictures. She loves anything with bells, anything pink, anything that once belonged to another little girl. And when a new children's book comes into the house, she has to see it first. We've watched her face change into the biggest grin when someone sings. Her mother loved to sing to her, and she really adores it. Her head turns, her tiny hand lifts as if waving at somebody we can't see. And Sarah is looking for a forever family who doesn't mind little messes and late night giggles. It's so cute.
That is cute.
A home full of toys, storybooks, maybe a big brother or sister to chase around, and someone who sings songs to her now and then would be obviously
Yeah.
perfect for her. She promises to be the happiest, messiest, most loving 2-year-old you've ever met. She does well with a pendulum, yes or no questions, and same with Ouija. She does really well with the PSB7, which I don't know what that is.
Yeah, must be a type of reader.
Yeah. She is very telepathic and can show you the fire in her dreams. Or she is very telepathic and can show you the fire in dreams. She needs a good, loving home.
Oh,
Baby
I love
Sarah.
her. Let's see her. I only see a picture of baby Sarah.
She's pretty freaking cute.
Oh, she's way cuter.
Little baby.
Yeah, see, that's the type of haunted baby I'd like.
Yeah, it's and I had to verify this. I was like, I've never heard of a Hartford, Connecticut like circus fire or anything. So I looked it up, and it is true. A circus fire occurred on July 6th in 1944 in Hartford, Connecticut, killing at least 167 people.
Oh, wow, I've
and
never heard of
leaving
this.
more than 700 injured. Yeah.
Holy
know.
shit.
It was one of
That's
the worst
gigantic.
fire disasters in United States history. The fire broke out during an afternoon performance of the Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey Circus that was attended by 6,000 to 8,000 people.
Holy shit.
It was the deadliest disaster ever recorded in Connecticut.
Wow, never heard of that one. That's
Yeah.
crazy. That would be terrifying, like maybe all inside of a circus tent or something.
People getting trampled, you're stuck, not many
Like,
exits.
just the people that died, but 750 or whatever that was just injured. Like, that's wild.
Well, if you think, not many exits, that whole circus tent at that time, it's all fabric. It's just poof.
Oh, yeah, just put it right up in the air.
Yeah.
Where you to run.
So, yeah, that's apparently how the spirit that now possesses this doll passed on.
Got on there.
So, that is baby Sarah, and you can buy her, and you should buy her.
You should buy her.
Maybe you
I'll buy
should
her.
buy her.
I know. I should buy a baby
We've
Sarah.
been talking about, but then again, do you want more children?
No, I want like something, I want a clean baby doll that's not demonic.
Well, it is clean.
Maybe I need a teenager baby doll.
That teenager's gonna be slamming doors.
I know.
Stealing your makeup.
But I don't need someone else leaving toys out. You know what I mean?
That's true. Well, she'll play with Ella. Keep Ella busy.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
My daughter would be like, leave me alone. She'd be mad. My daughter only wants to be the only kid. Like most people are like, I want a sister or brother. My daughter's like, no.
No.
I'm fine with our situation.
Yeah, that's how Violet is too. I've asked her a few times, like, would you want a brother or sister? And she's like, no. I'm like, good, because I can't do that anyway.
Yeah.
But just curious.
Right? I love that they both are only kids, and they both like being only kids.
They do. Yeah.
Like, even when they're together for a certain period of time, they're like, okay, I'm done. Let's.
Yeah.
I want my space.
We need, I'm going to do this. No, I don't really want to do what you're doing.
Yeah. I'm like, okay. It's just funny little thing.
It is. They do feel related.
Yep.
I have one last listing.
Okay, one last listing.
This one's short. So this is from another Etsy seller named Jessie Lee Shop.
Ooh, a new one. Okay.
And that's Jessie Shop. This is listed as a haunted jewelry box. Originally $20. Currently 25% off at $15.
See, maybe I go with the jewelry box.
Maybe you go with jewelry box. Here is the description from the seller. And maybe this is a sign.
Yeah.
Out here in Minnesota,
Ooh.
people leave goodies at the end of their driveway that they are giving away. I saw this beautiful jewelry box a couple doors down. I let it sit a couple days to see if anyone else was interested. I thought it would be the perfect little rock box that I could decorate the inside with more velvets and cushions that really doll it up for some rocks. On the third day, my neighbor was outside when we walked by, and I said, "Hey, I noticed you're giving away this jewelry box. Do you mind if I take it? I plan to put some crystals in there." Her response, in retrospect, makes a lot of sense. "Oh, yes, please do take it. My son winds it up all the time, and the music just plays and drives me insane," she states. I grabbed it, and after some more small talk, I headed back with this new treasure. I turned it upside down and wound it once just to see what it played. For this specific jewelry box, the lid must be lifted open to start the music. I opened it and played the song until I got home. This was about 5:30 p.m. Once in the house, I put it in my office on the bottom shelf on top of a cardboard box and went about my evening, making dinner, watching an evening show, then getting ready for bed. The TV was on in the living room, and I was in the bathroom when I heard a faint sound that sounded like kids or something making a chirping noise. From the bathroom, I yelled at Mike, asking him what was going on. I thought the neighbor boy had come over at 10 p.m. at night. Mike murmurs something, and I hear the noise again. I come out of the bathroom, and this time I ask Mike to pause the show. He does, then we both hear it. The jewelry box was playing in the office, and it sounded like children. Eek! Eek! How do you say that when somebody, eek? Sound like children, eek! I ran into my office to find the jewelry box still in the location I placed it in and still closed. I looked at Mike, he looked at me, and we both said, "Get it out of the house."
Just instant. Not even giving it a chance.
Nope. It has been living on the front porch since that day, and today it can be yours for the bargain price of $20. If you love all things eerie, this jewelry box is for you. One could say, why don't you smudge it? Bigger question, was the neighbor boy really winding it up to annoy his mom? Or was it this spirit, demon, entity, trapped soul? It's your turn to investigate.
Ooh, let's see her.
$20. I feel like I used to have the same one.
That does look so familiar.
Doesn't it?
I feel like that must have been like a common one in like the 90s.
The 90s. It's got
like
that 90s
80s,
woodwork.
90s. Yeah, I
Yep.
feel like because I feel like I've seen this before.
With the little brass handles. Totally.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. So you never know. Who knows? It
Yeah.
might be haunted. Maybe not. Maybe it was defective.
Defective.
It
Yeah.
could be defective. But for $20, $15.
I have a feeling defective.
It could be defective.
But check it out.
Check it out. For $15, why not find out?
Why not find out? And then tell us.
Maybe that's the perfect one for you to
It's
get.
not for me.
Not for you?
I'll know my haunted object when I see it.
You'll know it? Okay, so I came up with an idea
Yeah.
a couple weeks ago. I don't remember how or why. This is kind of unrelated to the story. I had an idea that I should bring my Blue Yeti microphone, my nice one that we would do our remote recordings with. This thing picks up everything. It's so sensitive. It's a really nice microphone. I feel like I should bring my laptop and set it up in your guest room and just let it record all night. And
the
see
main
if
one
we
would probably
can
be
hear
my
anything.
closet.
Your closet?
My closet's the most activity.
Yeah, we could do it in your closet.
Yep, set it up for all. Yep, my closet's the one. The
It would
orange room we call it, even though it's not orange anymore.
It would be a lot of reviewing or a lot of listening. I would have to listen to something for like 8 hours, but it'd be fun.
It would be.
Maybe we'd catch something, maybe not.
Oh yeah. Mark's
never know.
family, when they got their, my husband got a reading from our Nancy, who you can go listen to an episode of her on our earlier episodes.
Yep, our medium
Nancy
Shapiro.
Mark's family was like super excited to talk to people. Like they kept saying nothing like, "This is so cool." His dad's like, "This is so cool." Like they were excited to be able to like talk from the other side.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
they're very friendly folks, even on the other side, I guess.
For sure. Yeah. So we'd have to, I'm thinking, because this microphone picks up so much, it would almost be hard to differentiate sounds from down here, people just talking or walking, and Mark stays up late playing games, Ella or whatever. So I imagine we'd have to pinpoint, like whatever night we record, we should tell Mark, like, okay, make a note, a time when you go to bed. So there should be no noise in the house. And then I'll know to really pay attention after that time.
Or if I'm ever gone. I mean, if you are here by yourself this next few days.
That's true.
You can always do it. The kids
I might
will
be too
loud.
scared to do it without you here.
You want someone here?
I don't know.
Yeah, you probably get activities. So if you're
They
scared
do.
to
They
it.
don't. And I feel like they're not, whomever I have interacted with here, I feel like they don't know about me yet.
You think so? They could be.
Even though I've been here a while. I mean, I've even visiting since the girls were little, but like, I feel like they're not, convinced
Oh, yeah.
that I'm a good person yet. I don't know.
Like I told you, my first experiences in here was very
Mhm.
negative. It wasn't like mean, but I felt like very like you don't belong here.
Not super welcome.
No, it wasn't until I got pregnant, and now I'm very loved and belonged here. Like I
Yeah.
feel very warm and cozy in my house.
Yeah.
It's total opposite of what I felt, which would totally be an Opsahl Hagen thing.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
a total his
I
family.
feel like that's exactly what it's very passive aggressive.
It is.
And not aggressive. And I
No.
don't feel uncomfortable. Like
Mhm.
just sitting here, like I don't feel uncomfortable. But the few interactions I have had
Mhm.
have screamed like,
Yeah. I get
leave
it.
me in my space. Like
Yeah.
when the door like slammed, you know, like it was like, don't
It's
come in here.
mine.
Yeah. And it's like, whoa. Okay. But yeah, that'd be interesting.
It would be.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait till I'm here then.
Yeah.
We get the house. We'll throw Mark out. Make Mark go sleep at your house. And the girls.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have 2 places
yeah.
now. We can just throw one, go throw you over here.
Throw you over
go
here, throw you over there. Yeah. So yeah, that is I mean that's our stories about all our
Awesome
haunted
episode.
objects, and I think that in all honesty, we've talked about it briefly, but I haven't feel like we haven't talked about it more in depth, that we have been discussing the possibility of you genuinely
Yes.
purchasing. We're not just joking around this
I'm genuinely
episode.
looking to get something.
Get a haunted object.
Yep. The best one I heard was Sarah. I like
Sarah.
Sarah.
You
If
like
I was going
Sarah.
to get one of those 3, it would be Sarah.
Yeah.
I want a happy doll, not
Okay,
demon
so
doll.
let's just entertain this for a second.
Yeah.
Let's say that somebody gave you the cost of Sarah and said, here, buy this. Let's say one of our listeners was like, I want to pay for Sarah and send it to you.
Yeah, totally.
You would take Sarah?
I would.
Because you said you're like, I will know when the thing comes, but you feel a connection to Sarah?
Well, more than likely, but I don't think she's the one.
You know, okay, well, you can't take her if you don't think she's the one, though. I think
I know.
you owe that to Sarah.
I do owe that to Sarah. I do like Sarah.
So maybe not then.
Maybe not for Sarah.
So maybe somebody's
We're
like,
still looking.
don't
We're
send
still
Sarah.
looking. If you guys
Okay.
have someone where you're like, I think this would be the perfect object for you,
send the link.
send the link. I
Send
do
the
love
link to us.
Sarah. I think she's beautiful.
Yeah, she can come over and play, but
Yeah. You can have a kid, but I don't like kids that much.
yeah. She does seem sweet. Yeah, but maybe not for you.
Some sweetness.
Okay,
I like
so
sweetness.
yeah, if anybody comes across an interesting link, eBay, Etsy,
I'll
anywhere.
take a demon baby, but I don't prefer a demon baby. Because again, I feel very confident, like I always say, that I have a really good crew.
Yeah, your
But
spirit guides are
I
protecting
have very
you.
good spirit guides.
Yeah.
I feel like they protect me a lot.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm constantly like, whoa.
Whoa.
Calm down.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I feel like I'm very protected, but I prefer not to have a
We'll
devil
see.
demon baby in my house with my daughter.
I think you're right. I wouldn't do that either. And I wouldn't encourage you to.
I want a very
But-
loving doll. I want a Sarah. I like a Sarah.
Yeah. Does it have to be a doll?
No.
It could be just an object.
Anything,
Because for all we know, Sarah could be attached to the jewelry box. Like it
I
could
do
be,
love
you know what I mean?
That's why I heard the jewelry box. I'm like, even that would be fun. I like the little jewelry
Mhm.
box. I love a little music jewelry box. Would be cool.
Yeah. That one to me also felt a little bit more like it was probably
Mhm.
a malfunction.
It
But
could be, yeah.
who knows? Who knows? I thought it was cheap enough to include if somebody wanted to check it out.
I like the second one the best, though. I think a Sarah.
Sarah's pretty cool.
Sarah's the best.
Sarah's pretty cool. And you know what I thought of? Like after I wrapped up all my notes on this episode, I thought, you know what we should have covered? And I guess we can talk about it briefly because there's not a whole lot to talk about. But the whole Labubu theory. Have you heard this
I
Labubu
have
theory?
not.
So apparently, like this, if you haven't heard of Labubus,
They're everywhere. They're the
it
thing.
is the mass hysteria. It is
Yeah.
the Furby for children, but it is a creepy little thing.
And they're not even close to as cool as Furbies. They don't
No,
do
they don't
anything.
do
That's
anything.
what drives me crazy. I'm like, what does this do?
It
Nothing.
does nothing. It's an absolute craze. And
It's a
they are
craze.
ridiculously expensive.
They're so
It's so
expensive.
stupid. So, but apparently, and Violet has told me this too, but I verified it with my own research, that apparently the story goes that Labubus are haunted,
Mhm.
or they're demonic, or they're just kind of trickster spirits within Labubus.
I can see that.
And the more attention you pay to them, the more interactive it will get. But if you don't pay it any attention, you're not really going to notice anything.
Interesting.
But I'm also like, but it's such a craze now. Like every kid fucking has one, it feels like. So I'm like, but I think that was just like, I can't tell if it's just like TikTok lore
It
Or
probably is lore. Because you think you would hear more about it.
yeah,
I feel like I
yeah.
haven't felt anything of my daughter's
I haven't either.
thing. Yeah.
And now it feels like they're sort of mass produced, which,
Oh yeah, now I'm getting them way cheaper. Like I bought one more, and then like now my daughter wanted a second Labubu, which I was like, hell no. But then she asked for like from the Santa gift. I'm like, fine, and I got it like affordable,
yeah, yeah.
but still not for a fucking Labubu. They're stupid price for being nothing.
is.
But now she wants like 2 Labubus for friends.
Oh God.
So they'll start demon talking to each
Labubu needs
other.
a friend. Yeah.
Oh.
Just tell her she can't sit and talk to them. And
Oh,
there's a time
I
limit.
would never let her, nor would my daughter do that because she's not a serial killer.
But maybe it's the Labubu.
The day that my daughter starts talking crazy like that, outside, throwing her out to the wind.
Out the door. Out the door. Yeah.
Bye.
I picked up, actually, at the Oddities Expo, I picked up a little Labubu mystery keychain for Violet for like
Oh,
a
did
stocking
you?
stuffer. It was like $10. And
Nice.
it may have even been a knockoff. I don't know. But it was just a little, it's like
Mhm.
the size of your thumb, little miniature,
Oh, she'll love
keychain.
that.
Yeah, it's cute.
Do you know what you're getting her for Christmas yet? Have you got her anything?
I don't really know yet. She is very much all she wants is a fucking Robux, and I'm like, I don't want to just get you Robux. She's asking for Robux from Santa, like a gift
So you
card.
have to give her, just get her a Robux gift card for that for sure.
But I
it
think
does
for
suck.
presents from like family, like physical
Mhm.
presents. So I
Yeah.
did get her one thing,
Mhm.
and I may have gotten it really for me, but I got her. It's this little game console. It looks like a Game Boy,
Mhm.
but it's got like hundreds of old school games on it that you can play.
Oh, I've seen those. They're pretty cool.
It was like $100.
They're super cool.
But it looked super cool, and I was like, man, get her off the tablet a little bit more, and I can play it.
I got the kids something awful for each other. I got them both I got them really cheap. These VR headsets that turn phones into VR
Oh, really?
thing, and I got them both one so that they could play together.
Interesting.
And it's supposed to be like it connects to your phone, and
Yeah.
like you can move and everything, and it somehow
Yeah.
knows all of it.
Yeah.
But I got them both ones, so like on the weekends they can like VR play with each other.
Interesting. That's
Yeah.
cool.
Right?
That's very cool. I feel like more than I'm getting her.
No.
Because I figured the only other things Violet, she's not really asking for anything, which is so sweet of her. Like she's not really asking for much.
That's why,
So I think what we're gonna veer more towards is like experiences.
Yeah.
Like I told an in-law to get her like a Mall of America gift card. She can go to the Nickelodeon Universe. She can do the Flyover America, the Crayola experience.
like bowling
They
alley
got
stuff
mini
like
golf,
that.
inside stuff to do over the winter. So I'm like, and we don't have a lot of room for our tiny little place right now. So I'm kind of like, just don't get her anything.
Mhm.
She wants to do things.
Well, yeah.
You know,
so much better.
Totally.
It is.
Yeah. So
I think that's good for everybody.
I think so
like
too.
a little experience.
And I'll probably still make it a thing. Like I'll
Mhm.
turn it into a homemade gift certificate and put it in a present so she can unwrap it. And it's like a day at the mall, a day here. Blah, blah, blah. So
Yeah, she just asked for Robux for her. That's so funny because that's all Ella wants too. I'm just like, it sucks like as a parent, like buying them something that you don't physically hold.
Yeah.
And I think that's just the thing now.
Yeah.
But it's so weird for me.
Yeah.
And I hate it.
It is weird.
Like my husband and I'm very sad about it. Yell at all your husbands or anyone that you're dating that's a gamer. All of a sudden I see $100 out of my account. I'm like, what is that? He spent $100 in a game, like stuff in a game.
Damn.
And I'm sitting here like, you know how cheap I am,
Oh,
trying
yeah.
to save
You're
a dollar.
$100.
Guys, I am the cheap queen. I try my best to not, I just want to survive nicely and live a good life and take a vacation once in a while and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I have no money, so I do that by counting dollars. And he just throws 100 at like fake guns. And in my heart, just like with the kids buying their very expensive thing,
Yeah.
I'm just like, I'd rather buy a real gun.
Yeah.
Buy a real gun for $100.
Do a real fucking gun. Yeah, that's so much.
Oh my God, I'm sick.
I've spent like $2.99 on my Monopoly Go game, and that I feel bad about. I'm like, I shouldn't have done that. Just $3, and I'm like, I'm a piece of shit.
I know, it feels
Why
so
would I do that?
Crazy. It's crazy. And I guess it's a thing and you guys might know this, but he's like, it's like a stock market. It's like a stock market where you own things and they get more money, these fake online guns. They're fake guns. They're like, this one's worth $10,000. And I asked him, I'm like, does that mean like, let's say my gun's worth $10,000? Can I just be like, okay, I want that cash now?
Yeah. Yeah.
Cash money.
Exactly.
He's like, well, you have to sell it to someone who'll give you money for it. I'm like, no one's gonna.
Well, yeah. What are you talking about?
Like, hey, will you give me 10,000 for this fake ass gun?
Yeah, and is it
That's
wait 10,000 in your
ridiculous.
game or real cash?
No, it's like real cash. He
supposed
says.
to be.
Like he's like it's a stock market.
I'll believe it when I see it.
And I don't believe my husband. 'Cause my husband makes up fake stories, so I like that a convertible is a winter car.
Like a serial killer.
Yeah, he is 100% a serial killer.
No.
That's some serial killer stuff. So
That's
I'm gonna have to cut up his debit card.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Please do.
Crazy
Please do.
guys, crazy.
Especially it's Christmas time. He's gonna be like, this is Christmas present to myself.
He already bought all those things.
Oh God.
God.
Well, yeah, we are in December now. It's officially December. It's Christmas season.
Oh, which is our next? Here, I'm gonna check. Edit. I'm gonna check our dates and when our next episode is.
Well, yeah, and I was just gonna say we don't even need to edit. That we need to start thinking about our Christmas episode
Yeah.
and what we're gonna do. Maybe we just do like an off the rails Christmas.
That sounds fun.
We can wear elf ears and drink schnapps and hot cocoa.
Yeah, our next episode will be on December 19th. So
December
let's do it
19th.
fun off the rail, guys.
Yeah.
Let's maybe record a little bit to put out there. Let's dress up in some fun Christmas stuff, have some fun Christmassy drinks.
Christmas themed off the
Christmas
rails.
themed.
I did love doing our creepy Christmas episode. That was great.
So much fun.
But I feel like we covered all the creepy Christmas there is to cover.
Yeah.
That
Now
was tongue tie.
Or if you guys have any fun Christmas stories, creepy, funny, send them to us and we can
Topics.
read them
Yeah.
for Off the Rails.
Absolutely. Send over some ideas. Just DM us. We're available.
Yeah.
So.
Or even questions. We could do questions if you guys have them. Anything. It's an
Yeah.
off the rail. Have fun with it.
Off the rails.
And then when you guys come in, you're part of it with us. So
yeah,
we love it.
Maybe we can do a little Christmas merch sale too. Do a little percentage off our merch store if you guys want some of your own Christmas sweatpants or shirts. We got a picture from one of our listeners of who, again, Ron. He's just the best.
The best.
Sent us a picture of his Girls Gone Weird sweatpants he got, which are incredible.
Treat yourself.
Treat yourself.
Don't treat yourself like my husband does, but treat yourself.
But also do with us.
With us.
You'll
hold the product, and it's such good product.
It's such good product. So cute. So warm.
Perfect.
It's great. And with that, thanks for hanging out for our haunted products episode. Haunted
we love
objects.
You, and bye.
Bye.
Until next time, this has been Nicole and Dini with Girls Gone Weird.
Girls Gone Weird.